Hello.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's big event. Today is Scrabble Day, a holiday I hadn't even heard of about 2 weeks ago, and it's already my favorite day of the year. And for good reason, because I am here with some really top and fun players, including my co-host here, Chloe Fatsis.
Hey everyone. Super excited to be here on National Scrabble Day. Who knew? But yeah, it's gonna be a fun evening of lots of games and a great group of players.
Yeah, and in order to comment in our YouTube channel, you will have to subscribe. So please subscribe to the Let's Play Scrabble.com channel, uh, run by none other than Josh Greenway, who's producing this event and hosts so many exciting tournaments that we will be plugging throughout the night. And as well as me and Chloe, we have two more experts here who are excited to talk about the game that we all love, and let's bring them in if they are ready. Waiting for the camera. We don't have Josh yet, but we do have our third member of the team who might be jumping in, that being Eric Goldstein.
Hi,
Hey
can you hear
Eric.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's it
we can
going?
hear
Hey,
you.
good. Thanks for inviting me. This is a fun event. Should be very interesting for our viewers, particularly on this momentous day. And I must admit, like you both, I wasn't really sure of a National Scrabble Day, but I'm very glad there is one. And a number of
Yeah,
people
and
did reach out to me today about this very important holiday, which
you
was
don't
pretty
know about
exciting.
it, and then once you hear about it, that's all you hear about. Um, and
Um,
go ahead, Chloe.
oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I was just wanted to say, I saw Eric recently in Poughkeepsie and Jared, I think I saw you in Lake George, but we've all
Yeah,
been playing a bit. Actually, Jared, I don't know if you've played in a little while, but
I haven't played since Lake George, but I do have a couple tournaments coming up, including one hosted by Let's Play Scrabble.com, that being Montreal in early May. I hope to see other people there.
yes, I'm
We'll
planning
also
on
be
going as
playing
well.
in the Niagara Falls tournament later that month. So I have two exciting tournaments coming up.
Oh, nice. Very fun.
And for today's stream, what we really wanted to do is show people what goes through the thought processes of some top players' minds as they are playing and watching Scrabble. So hopefully you'll be able to use some of these tips to improve your own game. You'll definitely get some really exciting tips and strategies from some of these top players, especially Josh Sokol once he joins us. He has been on Twitch right now, streaming on the official Scrabble channel. So another channel you might want to subscribe to and check out.
Yeah, definitely lots of exciting content on the Let's Play Scrabble channel. Yeah, in tune with the Let's Play Scrabble events that are going on. You mentioned the Montreal tournament, which is coming up soon, and Josh and Kieran O'Connor, his co-partner at Let's Play Scrabble, were both recently at the North American School Scrabble Championship in Washington D.C., where Eric and I were also there, which was really exciting. We got to see lots of youth players competing at a super high level. Yeah, Eric, what did you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was an extraordinary event. My ninth grade son Noah played. He's also played a bunch of adult tournaments with me the past 6 months. But we had four kids from our high school, 28 kids in total. The level of play was extraordinary. The anagramming ability of these kids is often at expert levels. The understanding of nuance and strategy is very impressive. The championship game was exciting. Yeah, it was just a terrific event, and I look forward to participating in the next few years.
As a
It sure
player?
was exciting, and so
As I,
glad to
wi-
see
I wish as a player.
Toronto's own Ruth Lee winning the
I
high school
know.
division, the first female winner. So congrats to her. And speaking of female winners, we saw Chloe win her first Division One tournament against a very stacked field in Poughkeepsie. So Chloe, tell us, what's it like being the most famous Fatsis in the world of Scrabble?
It feels good. It's been, a long time of being second to Stefan Fatsis, my father, but no longer.
No
Just
longer.
kidding. Now he'll always have the fame and the rightful fame of having made Scrabble popular for many
You know
people.
what? It must be hard being such a star. You probably can't go to the grocery store without being thronged
I
by your
know. I get
fans. Like,
stopped on the street.
difficult.
Well,
Yeah.
I could say my first game in Poughkeepsie against Chloe, my major objective halfway into the game, and I'm happy to say I achieved this objective, was to not lose by more than 300 points. And I believe I only lost by 293. So I thought that was a minor victory for me after the way
Yeah,
that
I'd
game
say
started.
so. I'd say so for sure.
Oh, I can't go
Oh,
and get some water. Damn. I
No
was
time
I
for
was happy
water
listening to you
because the
guys.
star is in the house. Axer Typo
Oh,
himself, Josh
look
Sokol, say
who's
hello.
here.
you didn't just call me that.
Did I mispronounce his name?
Star?
Oh, Star. I got scared that I mispronounced your name. Well, as Josh drinks his water, we have all four of our experts in the booth, which means we are going to first explain the format and then we'll get right to the game. So I believe we have 6 games lined up, and we will see which one of the four of us can come out on top with the most victories. And our first game will be between Chloe and Eric.
Awesome. Okay, Eric, I'm gonna match you. So,
Oh, great.
All right.
I don't have to play yet. Good.
It'll give you a time to drink that water because
Yeah, I need water against you guys.
when you're like 7 feet tall, like
Okay.
Josh, you need to drink a lot of water.
All right. We ready? All right. Good luck.
Good luck, you two.
Okay, it'll take us
We're
just one
gonna.
moment to get the video on screen as they start the game.
I wanna find this. I wanna find this game. All right, we're gonna trash talk, aren't we?
Of course,
Eric
that's
is
one reason I'm
Richter,
here.
right? Oh
I
no.
don't
Yeah.
see that
Okay.
the game's. Oh, now it's started. Okay.
Okay. So we got that. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Okay, it's going to take our producer a minute or two to get the game up. I'll tell you that Eric's going first with a rack of A, E, I, N, Z. So, Josh, seeing that rack, what would be your first thought?
I don't see it. Should I see it? I should see it.
Well, you can play blindfold Scrabble, so you don't even need to look, do you?
True. Yeah, I'm liking Azine, I guess.
You could also play Zine setting up the A if you were so inclined.
Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking playing the 5. It looks close to like better stuff that doubles the Z, but I don't think
Maybe
there's
it's one of those
anything.
racks you'd rather go second on.
Yeah, I mean,
Not necessarily. If you a T maybe was floated or
okay, so the problem is, I think, is that Eric has already used over a minute of his time. Um, so I think
Eric.
this is a huge blunder by Ricker to start things off. But he
Well, he makes
finds
the play
he
you wanted
finds
him
it.
to play,
And
so
he
that's
is
looking pretty
actually the
good.
placement, right? The placement's really
Yeah,
crazy because there's some extensions there. Thiazine, triazine, atrazine, or
yeah,
zine.
and
I
in the
usually
short game
pronounce it with the
especially, those
zine.
become in very big. Chloe also drew a pretty
She
nicely
has
balanced rack.
topazine. So
Not spelled the oh as the front extension. I was looking as an 8.
yeah, no.
She does have topazine.
So I'm gonna
We
come
will
back.
see
I'm
if
gonna
she can
get
find
water,
it.
and when I come back, she'll have played topazine. Okay.
Well, she won Poughkeepsie, so winning a Division One tournament involves making these really tough plays. She's also taking some time, so we're going to see both players use up a lot of clock, and there it is. I hope Josh can see me near the tap as Chloe puts down the first beautiful play of this game. I'm going to click into this YouTube channel, see what our big fans have to say about
Let's
this.
go. Let's go. She finds
I'm
it.
not seeing enough hype in the chat. I think people need to remember, in order to comment, you have to subscribe. So find that subscribe button on letsplayscrabble.com. And let's give Chloe the props she deserves for that beautiful play.
Who's more likely to play topazines, Chloe or Eric?
Well, it's tough because I believe opaline, which would have a similar meaning, does take an S, whereas topazine doesn't. So I could see players getting confused with those two words.
Yeah, it's
Who's more
interesting.
likely to play it? I think they would both I could see either of them playing it, to be honest.
I think Chloe's more likely to play it. I think Eric's a bit more
Chloe does
solid.
phony a lot. She and I always say that nobody phonies more in Wiggles than the two of us, as Eric puts down a very smart play of Ritzy, leaving two L's and a Y.
Yeah. 211 subscribers. Come on, guys. That's all. We need more than that. By the end of the stream, we're going to have 2011. Ritzy is a good play. Scores well. Nothing to say about that, I think.
Yeah, that looked pretty basic there. We could see something like Jam here by Chloe.
Yeah,
That would also
I
seem.
really disagree with chat saying that was the wrong placement of Azine. Like, are you guys here to have fun, or are you guys here to like debate endlessly about not making content plays? I mean, you're being streamed. You always play Azine in that spot. If you don't, like, you're just, I don't know. I don't know. You shouldn't be playing Scrabble on stream, I think.
Well, as we watch this game, one thing I'm really thinking about is that this is like the legacy matchup, right? We got the father, Eric, who has a son in Scrabble, and then we got Chloe. She's, of course, the daughter of a famous Scrabbler. So maybe people in the chat have family members they should be bringing out to some of these tournaments and seeing where all this hidden talent is lying.
That's true. That's
Chloe
true.
goes with Jade over Jam. What do you think about that play?
Like Jam on the left side.
The left side of Ritzy.
I like Jade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
triples the J, which is nice. Eric quickly throws down that QI. That play seems pretty obvious, as Chloe's close to something like Marooned, Co-Enamor. There's options I'm seeing, but are we seeing a spot?
Wow. Are you primed or what, Jared? You're throwing those eights out.
You
Are you
know,
trying to win? You trying to win tonight? Is this what's
I played
happening?
a three-game set against Morris Greenberg this weekend, and that got me into the good Scrabble mode, even if I only won one of those games.
Huh. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm afraid of you, is what I'm saying.
Okay, well, you
Are
could
we
like
playing
play.
next?
I think we are, yes, and
Oh
I think
shit.
one of us is going to win. I'm not foreseeing a tie.
No.
Although
Yeah. Are
we
there
did
any
tie on
ways to
stream recently,
predict?
didn't we?
That
We
was the
had a
best
nice
tie of
negative
all
six to
time.
negative six final
Yeah, I
score.
posted it on YouTube. Hey, if you
Uh,
guys don't want to subscribe to Let's Play Scrabble, you should subscribe to me. Me. Do you have
I like the
a
way you
YouTube?
think.
You have a YouTube channel, Mr. Jared?
I do not. Um, I'm hearing a lot of plays come in
Yeah, I don't know
rather
what's going
quickly.
down.
Not sure what that was about. Some stray sound effects there. As Chloe continues to take time on this rack, she could parallel to the right of Jade, something like Oma or Noma, maybe.
Yeah, Oma looks fine to me. It's kind of scary, but I think it's good enough. Oh, no, wait. Anteroom. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, see, there
Yeah,
was an eight
anteroom.
after all, and you were scared of me. That goes to show you.
Yeah. I thought that
Thank you to Erickson for.
you
Oh,
found
Chloe
everything.
misses it though, and she goes with tomb, another word which I believe doesn't take an S.
Oh my
So we could
gosh.
see a word ending in two S's there, where
No, but
both
like,
of the hooks are no good.
how does Chloe of all people miss anteroom? Like,
You
that's
know, it's
my
the pressure
question.
of playing on stream.
No.
I just called her the most famous Fatsis, and it got to her head.
Like, no, you can't. That's like, man, I don't even know what to say to that. I would have missed
One
it
thing I
too,
would say,
probably.
Josh, is we got to be nice to them, or else they're going to come back with some nasty things to say when we miss. Well, Josh doesn't miss. For people who don't know, Josh won three of his last four tournaments. He's riding pretty hot here.
I do miss, and I will miss, and I hope they're very harsh because that's how I want to be treated. I treat people the way I want to be treated, Jared. If I
That's
miss
true.
anteroom, what the
And
hell is
this is a
that,
Division
Josh? Oh my
One
gosh.
event here, so we are going to be a bit tough on the players as we expect them to find what we would call a baby bingo.
Yeah, I don't know. I've lost hope already in us. Like, just one bingo miss, and I think like everybody
It's
should just
over.
unsubscribe.
But she did find Topazine, so we're going to give her a bit of leeway there. The one great play. Doesn't quite undo the blunder, but it softens it.
I think someone's gonna flag. Like, there's no overtime. I play with no overtime on Woogles. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of gets people. It catches them by surprise because we're so used to playing with overtime, which is ridiculous. I don't think overtime should ever be a thing.
It does
It
throw them off a
doesn't make
bit.
any
And Eric
sense.
wasn't exactly seeming computer savvy as we were setting up this chat. So we will have to see how that
Okay.
comes into play here. And what would you play on his turn here? We're not even talking Scrabble. You got two A's, two L's, ITY. What are you thinking?
Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing good. I
No.
don't think.
That's why I hadn't suggested anything. I haven't seen anything.
I wouldn't want this rack. Yeah, it's funny. Like, yeah, lay. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Well, yeah, often
Orphan
like
comes down quickly.
okay,
And if we
orphaned
keep
is a
calling
good
her the
find.
famous Fatsis, she might be orphaned soon because I don't think Stefan's going to put up with that.
Wow, you tried. You tried, Jared.
I tried.
That was a good
I'm
try.
not the one who just came off a 2 hour stream and has my fresh material going. I'm just trying to keep this stream going. We could see maybe an overlap here to the left of Orphan, something like Tidal, like as in a
Title.
tidal wave.
Yeah, yeah. This is bad for Ricker over here. I really cannot wait to rewatch. Oh yeah, good question. Good question. Are you pro or anti overtime? Um, I can't wait to rewatch this stream when like Eric is just trash talking because I feel like Eric is the best trash talker of all of the
Oh,
people
and it
here.
comes out in a thick New York City accent. Like
Exactly.
that ups the trash level. Oh, and there's Tidal. So I
Wait,
think
did
we
you
should get
see?
him
Do you see
points
the
every time we
YouTube
predict
comment there?
someone's play.
Did
He
you
could be
miss the
stream
YouTube
sniping. He might
comment?
be listening.
Did you you did you I think you missed the YouTube comment.
I
I think you
totally
did.
missed it.
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, Stefan's in the chat. Don't you just love to see it?
Aw, cute. I was just hoping for that cuteness overload reaction. Every time every time Jared sees someone more famous than him, he just gets really giddy.
Yeah, like I can still walk to the grocery store without being swarmed by my fans. Unlike Chloe, who like since she won Poughkeepsie, she said she can't even leave her dorm room. So it's pretty tough there. I like her in those glasses there, and I like her with some high scoring tiles like the W and the H and the B. I think she can knock out 35 points here without trying too hard.
Yeah, I guess just Hugh. I don't know. There's like,
She would
what are we
feel
even
totally
doing here?
safe. She'll play bow up top. The H is nice to hang on to there, and the E for sure.
Right? Did you just say bow?
How would you pronounce that?
Bow.
Bow.
Yeah. What do
You
you
know, the
what do you
last time I
guys
was at the
say?
Montreal tournament, produced by Let's Play Scrabble.com, let's just mention that, I was
Not
asked,
yet.
how do you pronounce the name Sari? Like, because apparently people from Toronto will want to say Sari, and that wasn't okay.
Well, Sari, it's Sari.
Um,
That
but
she's
enough of
a
these
Montreal
asides.
player. Oh
The
no!
game,
Oh no! Oh
Josh is
no!
reacting, and I'm not sure why, so I'm just going to keep a neutral face as he explains his screams.
Lehu?
Oh, because it needs an A. It's Leku or Lehua, but Um, I forgot we were commenting Scrabble. I was
No!
just, oh, and here comes the
No!
phony we were expecting. The answer to the question, who's
No!
more likely to play it, was Ricker.
No!
But will Chloe
Stop!
know to challenge? Yes, she will. And she did it with the blank. A very confident challenge.
No, this is horrible. Oh
Chloe's definitely been
no.
studying up. Every time you see her, she's that much stronger. So great challenge by her there. She now has the blank and a 100-point lead, and she's looking poised to coming away with the first victory of the night.
It's the worst sequence ever.
We're
Oh
easing into
man.
top level Scrabble. We wanted to start with some,
Oh
you know, missing a baby bingo anteroom.
yeah. For you Collins folks, yeah. Genuine I think is the only bingo that plays there. Because
Very nicely spotted.
YU not a valid two.
So even though Josh is seen fit to criticize our players, we got to give Chloe her props for extending Azine to Topazine for finding the only bingo in that rack and also Orphan. So
Yeah.
really nice play in there. She did throw down Lehu, which some might say is a bad play, but you know what? It didn't get challenged off, so we're going to add that to her tally as well.
This is seeming like the Poughkeepsie game they were talking about right as I arrived, right? Is that what they were talking about? Eric losing to like Chloe by
Yeah, he lost
300?
by 293, but he's looking to do better than that. As he takes out the lane, he probably would have needed to come back in this game, but it is hard to leave it open when you have that E in the third position of a
Oh
triple
yeah,
lane, isn't it?
he would have lost instantly. Oh, Knurl, not Trunk. Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, the players are getting low on time. Not surprised to see some suboptimal plays going in, especially in this one where the outcome seems pretty well decided.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to not go overtime because there is no overtime.
That's true. Maybe the strategy for Eric here is to try and play fast and hope that Chloe forgets that there's no extra time.
Yeah, one of the ways you can do this is by just continually phoning. If you just keep phoning, the like you have to make your opponent think every move.
Oh,
Millie
and
Sieverts. I didn't.
you had said that genuine was the only bingo, but it looks like Jonathan Lynn there found queuing through the U at the bottom of the board.
Oh wow!
So that's a beautiful find. Having to make the
What?
blank a Q, which is not something you tend to think of.
Get Johnny Lind in here. We need his superior skill set.
I think we might need his Twitch name. Why is he not streaming? Is the real question.
Yeah, that's unethical. Wait. Oh, phonying? Oh, come on. There's no ethics here. We're playing for fun. It unethical? Yeah. In a tournament, it's unethical. Like
No,
online, anything goes. How many times have I like dirty flagged you, Jared?
I think that's the only reason you play me.
Okay, he gets denotes, so it's actually winnable.
Yeah, our producer wants to know what a dirty flag is, and it's not as dirty as it might sound. It's when you get your opponent to go over time by maybe you pass late in the game when they're expecting you to make a play and they don't notice, and then they go over a clock. So there are some little tricks that some of the online addicts might try and use to get someone to go over. I'd like to see, to focus on this game, Chloe played Tav, T-A-V. Oh no, there is an S and a blank out and she's ahead. Um,
You want
so
to play top for six?
for a second, I had the scores backwards. Naval looks like it makes a lot more sense in that score and
Oh
situation.
wow.
He does
Eric
draw the last
almost
blank
drew
here.
something great, like fit shoes.
Maybe he'll try and fish for something like
Wife
that.
cuts. So when your wife cuts your hair. That was yeah,
Nice
okay.
try on that job.
Yeah.
That on
Yeah.
that Josh joke. I said it backwards, but I'm gonna go with it. Oh, that's a nice looking rack. Exorcist we want to see doesn't quite fit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a winning rack. You just play Ox, I think, top left.
Yeah, leaving one in the bag, that's important. She'll get another turn, and with her nicely balanced tiles, she might even get one more bingo down.
All right, Pfui. Are we gonna see Pfui? Our favorite four-letter word. Yeah, this was a huge beatdown, but
I mean, not a surprise. We got Chloe Fatsis in here with her 1932 Woogles rating. I don't know why everyone in the chat's not on Woogles.io to get to play players like all four of us. And I hope people are looking forward to playing in upcoming tournaments like the Word Cup, which will be in Albany this year in July.
man, I really these sunglasses they make me want to do this. Oh, but now I
And
can't see anything.
I can do this,
Oh, okay.
but now I can't hear you. Oh, Delph comes down.
Hmm.
Now, if Chloe spends too long looking for a bingo that's not here, she could flag, a dirty flag, some might say.
I think Eric's gonna flag. He has 13 seconds.
Well, he's got, no,
Farceuse, farceur. I'm looking for far words.
uh, farceries would be a better attempt,
Oh,
although
farceries. Let's do it. I would play
let's
that if
try
I
it.
saw that. Because again,
Uh,
trying to push
I
your opponent
expect you to
over.
try at least one phony in our game.
Hey,
Oh,
we
we
got
got
another
a couple more
subscriber.
subscribers. This
Let's
channel is just
go.
taking off.
Saving Eric's. Yeah, that's what Chloe did last turn. Saving Eric's on her rack. Multiple Eric's. That would be something, right? Have you have you ever played in a tournament with Eric
No,
in it, Jared?
I've played Eric on Woogles a bunch of times, but I've yet to play him in a tournament, so looking forward to that. He's been playing a lot of tournaments these days, and he's been doing really well. So, and
You
you thought he was
guys,
going to
oh
flag. He gets that
wow,
down.
wow.
Josh is going to be Josh being Josh Greenway wants to pressure Eric to sign up for Montreal. I signed up on stream a month or two ago. Maybe Eric will also sign up on stream as we congratulate Chloe for her big victory of 127 points.
Well done, well done. Congratulations. So,
Definitely
have you looked at the phony list yet?
have. What is up with that?
Chloe, we got to say, we love that extension of Azine to Topazine. Very nice. And the challenge of the S hook.
Thank you. Yeah, it's one of like the only, you know, eights that I know doesn't take an S. So
Being so modest before she crushes us both on stream a bit later. Um,
uh,
we also like that bingo of genuine, although Jonathan Lynn found queuing at the bottom of the board, making the blank a Q.
oh,
So that would have
damn,
been
yeah,
really nice.
yeah, that would have
But
been
lots
nice.
of bingos
that's
in our
so
first game
hard.
and a nice high score.
Eric,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
that was
happened?
fun. Well,
I thought you knew
let's
your
see.
fours.
What did I? Let's see. Which one? Which mistake? Because there were many. Oh, the
No, it's
Wahoo.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah. You forgot
that's
the
such a.
A.
I feel like that's such a Chloe phony. Like, there's a type of phony that Chloe like always
It
plays, and
looks
it's
like a
stuff like
word, like I
Lehu,
mentioned, Leku,
Yeah,
Lehua. So it
I put
Jehu.
it
definitely.
down. Yeah, it looked slightly weird, but not weird enough. It looked pretty normal actually, like
I
word
didn't even
like.
know what Josh was reacting to at first, but of course we were so busy criticizing each other, we weren't really paying enough attention to the Scrabble at hand.
That was like
Just so
a
you
that
know,
was like
Eric
a
and
one
Chloe,
two.
it's all about trash talking here tonight. So
Yeah, of course.
I spent
we
way
were
too
not
much
holding back.
time. I spent way too much time in the first move trying to find a 50-point play, which of course there wasn't any. But I felt like
Yeah,
I
and
should have
Josh
had
called
one.
you out on that. He said you're wasting too much clock. It's already a loss. So
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
Oh, I knew you were gonna lose on the opening play. Yeah,
in a
I knew it.
10-minute game, each play, you really don't have that much time, but
Oh yeah.
you did make the best play in the position that Josh liked it. But it did set up a bunch of front extensions like atrazine and words like that, and Chloe found one of them in topazine.
Yeah, I
All
probably
right,
Yeah.
should
is
have
it?
played AZ in the other way.
Yeah,
Putting,
but that's no fun.
yeah,
No, we like
I
the
mean,
placement. It's all about content and fun tonight. This is Scrabble Day, like
yeah.
the best
The
day of the
crazy
Yeah.
year.
thing is forgetting that topazine is an adjective, which I
Right, yeah,
knew,
that's a tough
but
one.
I
We
guess,
were wondering if
yeah.
either or both of you might not know that.
Yeah, you haven't studied
Um,
your famous Axer typo games because that did come up in one of my all time favorite games. Well, actually,
Oh,
least favorite games. Yeah, that was the Nationals game against Ben Shonron where I opened with Entozoa, thinking it had
right.
no hooks,
And
and
it
then
had
I
like
hooked an S on Topazine later and lost my turn. So it was like the worst game ever. Anyways, enough about me. We're just gonna switch to the
We're
next
gonna
game,
jump
right?
ahead to round 2, which will be yours truly against Mr. Tall over there.
All
So
right. Please don't
go
hold
hire
back.
us if we mess up.
I
That is on
want to
us.
hear you guys trash talk in
I'm
the
gonna
replay
mute
of
this
this
chat and
stream.
message Josh over here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
Muting.
start the game. Hopefully they start playing soon. Yeah, I'm excited to see them play. Not gonna be easy.
Okay.
Josh plays. He was playing for hours before this, so probably tired out or whatever. Okay, I think they started. Do you see it, Eric?
I do not.
Should be Josh against
Oh,
this guy.
yep, I see it. I see you opened up with gangs. It's for those that are not 10-minute games. To me, is speed Scrabble. It's a different game, and if you're not used to it, it takes some adjusting. Like you said in the commentary, you can't spend 2 minutes on a play that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
You
I don't
can
know.
do
That's
it
why
in a 25-minute game.
you gotta just practice blitz all the time. Then it's easy. Then it feels slow.
So
What should he
where
do?
are we here?
Do you see the
Well,
game?
you got to get rid of. I do. You open up with gangs, right? You got to
Yeah,
get rid of.
like
Yep, at
yay.
least one of the Ys.
Interesting. Yeah, I might do yawn, but yeah, I guess Ys are kind of gross for bingoing, so
What do
makes
you
sense.
think of hats in this play? HADST
Kind
and
of
the
a
A's.
cool word.
That's kind of crazy though. Get rid of the S, but maybe
Yeah, but
not.
what else are you gonna do? Maybe dite, I don't know. I think I would have done than over dite. But well,
Well, we
Josh is
got
gonna
bingo.
bingo now. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty fast. Okay.
Yeah, that was nice. In a
Maybe
speed
Josh
game, I
started
might have just.
oh, he spelled it wrong. Oh man.
It's IOR. Yeah. Oh, pass
Nah,
back. Yeah.
don't pass back. No, no, no. Okay, maybe he did just
Very
typo.
nice.
Okay, okay. What now? So now, can he play Kafka? Yeah, I guess you
Well,
just play
who's
Kafka.
this?
Kafka making ad. Um,
Where?
Kafka making AD with Dite. The D of Dite.
Oh,
Kofta.
Kafta. K-O. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Kofta. Um,
Is okay an okay play at
okay, it's probably.
G12?
I don't know. I think you gotta get rid of the T, the F. That leave isn't doing you anything. The AFSTT after OK. It's kind of too many consonants. I think Kofta just cleans it up a lot better.
Yeah, that's a good point. Plus, it keeps the board open,
Yeah, I'm
and he's
surprised.
down.
Surprised Josh let Jared pass back there after that phony. Especially with Josh in chat saying, "I am the worst." So who knows?
I'm looking
I
at
think
I'm looking
he
at the chat
deserves.
here. I see some of my students busting some chops here by not challenging Lehu. I agree. That was bad. That was bad. Yeah, they're really on me. Good for
Yeah, you
you.
gotta know the fours. Obviously, I know every four. Clearly. Yeah, Jared should have done Kofta, I think, for sure, for 10 more points. Probably just missed it. It's not really like the part of the board that you're looking at, so not horrible, I guess. Um, what do you do now if you're Josh? It is Josh's turn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have a little bit of lag here. I'm still seeing. I haven't
are you
seen the.
watching? You can watch on the actual Google's page.
Yeah, let me do that. That's probably better.
So yeah, he played Nihil.
Oh, I
Nihil.
see.
There's a
Oh,
billion
I
ways.
see.
Which I think made sense. It was like the only play that scored anything decent. And yeah, now Jared should bingo if he
He
doesn't
has
miss it.
Anados
Anados, he has Arnados for
and
9
Arnados.
less
Yep.
points if he really wants to. I think I would play Anados without the
And
R.
and Anados you can spell with two N's and two T's. I always confuse that.
How would you spell that with? Oh, the A N.
ANN. I don't know about that.
God, I have no idea.
Anybody chime in the chat. ANNOTTAS. Maybe not.
Or ATTO, not
Yeah.
Anada. Yeah,
Anatos.
Let me
And
look.
Arnados. Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
got to
you can
take the
do two
points.
answers. Yeah, no, you gotta take the points. Damn, he's not playing it instantly. It's weird. Come on, Jared. I expect speediness.
Yeah, he's pulling a move that I made last game. It taking too
I
long.
know. Gotta learn
It,
your lesson.
it
Or he should
hurts.
have learned your lesson. Oh, so he missed, or maybe he wasn't sure of it. It is confusing with all the different spellings.
And
Um,
Anatos can be spelled with two N's. I'm just looking at there's also
yeah, yeah,
Thanatos,
yeah,
which didn't fit.
it can. Yeah.
Pujas.
Um, yeah, makes sense.
Axon here, maybe? No,
Axon
maybe.
looks good. Yeah, or Axone probably is worth
Axon.
it. With the E in the end. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Um,
With four U's left, draw another
yeah,
tile. Maybe you get it,
yeah.
given
I
you
mean,
keeping the
9
Q
extra points. You got to take that.
plus the points. Yep,
Yeah.
that seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, totally. Here, I'd expect that to come down reasonably quickly. I guess.
Yep.
What else could you do? Annex? Maybe Annex.
Axon. Yep.
I guess Annex was closer, or just Exxon, but this is a
So,
gross rat.
so this is a tough rack, and frankly, this is what I think separates some of the really elite players from us mere mortals is making the right play in a situation like this. Close game, you have a terrible rack, probably don't want to exchange because you want to score, but you got the dreadful WU
Yeah.
combo, which is as bad as it gets. I don't know. What do you do
Yeah,
here?
you play
Wud?
Wud, I
No.
think, always making Upo
One
and
Upo
Dawn.
and Don. Yeah, because having itis with
It's
a
not
C
worth.
and a T is not the worst.
It's not
Yep.
horrible. It's not worth. It's definitely not worth exchanging. I think when
Yeah,
you
I like
have
Wud.
Wud available, it's like very often the right play.
Oh,
Just because
interesting.
Dewey, what is he going
Well,
for?
he's blocking. One thing.
What is blocking the Z bomb? Yeah, I guess
Z,
he did block
yeah.
the Z bomb.
Josh tends to be very good at having the vision to do that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know. I guess it
especially when
makes
he's in.
sense.
Yeah, I'd wonder what Quackle would say about that.
Hmm.
What do we got here? Twirl? No.
Qua. What about Qua? Was that good? I think keeping QU isn't so bad, so it might have been worth playing. Meh. No, you probably don't want to be too aggressive. The game is basically tied. Yeah, what could he do? Wit. I don't know. Oh, he has however you say that, available. CRWTH. That
No,
one's,
that's not. Oh, C with a C. Yep.
yeah, CRWTH.
Yeah, that's nice.
He plays
Rit
Rit. Very reasonable.
seems reasonable. Yeah. So
Um,
Cameron is asking in the chat, why not Qua on the end line? And I think that's a good question. That scores more.
yeah. Um, yeah, I don't really know. I also think Qua probably looked a bit better there.
Yeah. Good catch, Cameron. Well
Yeah.
done.
Now I think you play Zen, which he does play.
Yeah.
So that's a good move. Um, yeah, looks good.
By the way, we'll give a little shout out to this young man in the chat, Cameron Seal, came in fourth at the high school division in the nationals this year, and beating James Donnelly in his last game in an extraordinary victory. So congrats to Cameron.
Right, yeah, that was awesome. Nice
Yeah,
job, Cam.
that was very classy victory.
For sure.
So we got Battens. Does that play anywhere?
I don't see it anywhere. They closed down the board pretty well here.
So Jairus is close games. Could you something ending with Za? I don't see that.
No, maybe just like Barn making Aqua.
Oh, that's interesting. Bart is not good, right?
Bart,
No.
no Bart. I know that for not all of them, but a few. Yeah, Barn.
Yeah.
What else can you even do?
You don't want to burn the S. Is Beta and Za crazy? A lot of E's in the bag. I don't know. That seems crazy. Maybe
Not
not.
crazy. It might just not be worth it. Because Barn also sets up your S somewhat, which is nice. Only one more S out, so.
What about Keys, Uta, and Sab, 19, 11, 23, 26? Puts him in the lead in the closed board.
Yeah, not bad either. Beta. So yeah, he did play Beta.
So 2T. I might have saved a T. Maybe,
yeah, it was
right?
the last T, right? Yeah, I think since it was the last T, I would have kept one of them. But not horrible. And now, what? No spot for Collide either, right?
Collide,
yeah.
Cello.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Sangaree is Sangaree? Nope, I'm spelling that wrong. Not Sangaree.
It's with an A also.
Yeah, 2 A's.
Wouldn't fit.
Aries. All right. Who played that? Josh. Was that Jared? That was Josh. That was Jared.
Yeah. Makes sense. No real point keeping the S when it's such a bad board for the S. So
yeah.
Not horrible. Not bad.
Fiddler. He's got a bingo.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof. Yep. The lead actor in that play just passed away the last few months.
Oh.
Zero Topol, I think, or Mostel. I forget.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah, great play.
Yeah, great play. Fielded even. There's a bunch of
Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think just takes a point. I think you gotta that like ties it up, puts him up 8. How many does it leave? Leaves 8 in the bag. Yeah, who knows? It's gonna be close. There's not much to do.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think, right? Oh, that is not as good. Definitely worse.
We gotta give him.
I would call that an error for sure.
That was that.
He could have his reasons, but to me it just seems objectively worse.
He's fishing for the P for pre-filed. Is that even a word? Yes, it is, right? Pre-filed.
Yes. Yeah. Pilfered, pre-filed. Okay, we got bingo.
When you're on the stream, you start doubting your word knowledge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Comrade, Karamd.
Yeah, Mercado.
No.
But none of those play. Yeah, it's interesting that fishing sort of move by Jared. I guess it did score 19, but I don't know. Where's he gonna bingo? Maybe from the G. It just seems unlikely. And now, yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah, he plays Grant. I like that.
Nice play.
Oh, he bingoes.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, so it happened.
Very nice.
Good game. Now Josh will play like Crowed or something, but won't be enough. Yeah, interesting game. I don't know.
Yeah, that Virago's is nice. It's a nice fit. I'm sure he had. Did he have others?
Yeah. So I guess Jared was rewarded for his kindness and passing after the Seigneur typo.
Mhm.
I'm not sure it was a typo. He could have been mixing it up with Hague Noir, um, that word.
And I think that takes a Y back hook.
Signori. Yeah, it should, right?
Yeah, I think I played that at some tournament recently and was hoping I didn't get a challenge because I wasn't sure of it, but it was good. I might have been, no, it wasn't Poughkeepsie. All
Where
right,
is he gonna
Credos.
go out with WP? This is what I'm wondering. Maybe I'm missing something. Um,
So this was a good a good game. Some interesting plays.
yeah,
Um,
totally.
a couple, and for people in the chat watching, you're seeing two of the best players in the world here, and not every play is going to be the perfect play. And to me, that's the beauty of the game, that it's simple to play, but exceedingly difficult to play perfectly well every play. And when you're playing in a tournament, if you make a play that's not ideal, you just got to kind of wipe it off and move on. It's hard to do. You just got to understand it's part of the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I know, no, I agree. But I know in this game, they wanted trash talk. I would say they both could have played a little better here, for sure. But
Absolutely.
well, decently played by both.
Are they?
Pretty well played.
We can't see the chat. No, we can't see
Blah.
the chat in the game.
Pony 3. Oh, and he didn't pass back that time. So that
Ha!
was that was his revenge, I guess.
I got so scared of playing Arnados. I spelled it out so many ways to make sure I was spelling it right.
Well,
How
you
the
had
hell? How the hell do you bingo there?
Inados.
Viragos was nice.
Thank you,
No.
thank you.
Josh, why refiled?
Yeah,
There are
What were
too
you
many
thinking?
R's unseen.
What about
fielded was cool.
field? Oh, you didn't want to play fielded because you were worried about
Yeah,
R's. All
I
How
right.
guess
many R's
fielded
was
is
there?
still better.
Yeah,
Well, isn't fielder a word?
or
Yeah.
fielder you could do. Yeah,
Yeah, I should have done
Oh, I
fielder.
missed Kofta,
I
Kofta.
didn't see
That
that.
yeah,
was.
Costa was better.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Um,
felt like I was missing something on the refiled turn, and I was. Okay.
And Qua, who played Qua?
oh yeah,
I did.
Qua.
I was trying to set up that A.
Did
Um,
you have the
So
last day or something?
it
I was
wasn't the
looking.
last day, but there was only two unseen to me, and I left A and then Z, so I thought I could draw into something. And if he didn't play Rit there, I would have had Bazant for I think it was 42. So
right.
Mm.
So that's the thinking versus taking the points on the end line, because we had a question in the chat about it.
yeah, there's definitely more points on the right. It's probably I think Quackle will like it on the right. Um, I don't know. I thought there weren't many A's out, so I just went for it. There was also only one U unseen.
And Josh Dewey or
Yeah,
Dewey,
That was
I like
what,
that.
blocking. It was blocking Z
Yeah, I
ball.
like
what
that.
is
It
is that what you were
complicates
thinking? Yeah.
complicates the game. Probably
It
close
did
to as
block.
good as like wood or something.
Yeah,
Right.
it did block.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
Well,
blocked.
No,
we
that
were.
was a conscious choice. Not refiled wasn't a conscious choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I mean,
about Noir? Was that a typo? What was
Yeah, it was. And I mean, Jared
Okay.
knew. That was nice of Jared. The moment he passed back, I knew that he deserved to win because he was a gentleman.
Yeah, like I know that it could be spelled like a peignoir, like that way
Yeah.
if it was a P, but I didn't think that's what
Yeah.
he was trying to do as a
No, no,
French.
no. I mouse slipped or keyboard slipped, however you want to call it.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that happens. I
Totally.
will say, Josh, one of the things I've always been impressed about with your game are the plays like Dewey, where you tend to be very good at anticipating hot spots and closing them down while still scoring reasonably well and balancing your rack. You know, it, to me, the inclination is to get rid of the W and U, and but Dewey, I'd be curious what Quackle thinks, but it probably is better, right?
Thanks,
Who
Dad.
cares what Crackle thing?
Appreciate that,
Uh,
Eric. But please trash talk me too.
Yeah, the chat's upset that you guys were so nice on us. I played Qua in the
Yeah.
middle instead of the right. Like, you just asked me so nicely. It was clearly a mistake.
I, no, the
Oh yeah, I didn't
Coptimus
even
was
notice
bad.
that.
The Coptimus, not good. Yay,
You know,
yay
it's
was
10
fine.
minutes, the time pressure, you really feel it. And I really
It,
second guessed myself on a couple words there, especially that Arnado's one. But
Yeah,
it,
well,
it was,
did you see Anados, like Anados without the R?
Arnado's is also good, yeah.
Can
and you
you?
know,
I
also
was, go
was
ahead,
Kafta
Eric.
added in the 2015 update.
Yeah.
I don't remember which
Oh,
So
one, but it is a newer word,
Yeah.
yeah.
so
Yeah.
for those of us who've been playing a long time, it's still sometimes easy to forget and miss the words. I mean, I know it's already 8 9 years ago when they were added, but to me they're still new-ish.
Mhm.
Um, for Chloe and Josh, this probably doesn't make much sense, but
Well, I'm newer
I've been
than
playing a
either of them,
while. Chloe
no,
so
too.
for me it makes little difference. I barely
Well,
remember that update.
yeah, Chloe wasn't paying attention like in class
I was
earlier in her
nothing.
life when she was
uh,
playing tournaments.
I was nobody. Didn't have a brain. But
Jared,
yeah.
how long have you been playing?
uh, like at a very competitive level, I'd say 2017.
Yeah, you guys
But
are
I've been playing
wow.
daily for a good, I don't know,
Me and
15
Eric have been
plus years.
around. Yeah.
Yeah. Like kofta to me is old, but I also, you know it as just like an Indian food word. So
Yeah,
I
Did
just I
any
think
exactly.
of
it's
you
good.
see Nile as a play?
no,
Um,
I did
I
not.
wouldn't have
Yes.
thought of it. I saw it in the
Yes.
examine. Yeah,
Yes.
okay,
That's all
you
I
can
care
have it.
about. Okay,
It
who are we doing
definitely felt like
next?
a Josh play when it came on the board. I was like, I know who I'm playing against.
You know,
Yeah,
what do you
definitely.
think on when you played Dite? What do
Yep.
you
Oh
think
yeah,
of
that was another.
we
What
discussed
about
hats
yeah.
for 29?
Oh, I didn't see that. If
Or
I had seen that, I would have taken the points.
why
Yeah.
not just like Dan, THAN, making YA, just for more
I,
points?
I, I thought I was setting up the
Yeah.
S and I left
He's setting up the
SAN,
S, he's
so
blocking my fish. Yeah, it makes sense. His
right.
play
Yeah,
made a lot of
okay.
sense. I was just too strong.
I was setting up S hooks all over those first few turns. You know, I opened with two S's and then the
Right.
Kif play was setting up S again, although there I missed Kafta. So clearly you can
We're
see these
definitely
10-minute games,
man.
it's really hard to be finding optimal plays. As we look to game three, which will
Yeah,
be
I think Josh didn't
featuring,
account for how experts love to post mortem.
yeah, we love to post mortem. We love to give excuses as to why we missed something. This time I'm blaming the clock instead of my own feeble brain.
Field
Well, it's
But
Yeah,
definitely it's definitely a factor. There's no question. 10-minute games to me is speed Scrabble, and it's a different game. It's a
it is a
you
different
know
game, but it's one that I learned. This is how I got good by playing a lot of speed Scrabble, and we are ready for round three. So Josh and Chloe, you
Oh,
two
oh,
are up. A
okay.
matchup of two titans here.
all
Eric,
right,
who do you
you
think's gonna
guys.
pull away in this one?
I think Josh has no chance.
No chance. I
No
thought that was
chance.
obvious. I'm just laying up
Yeah.
some easy
I mean, sorry,
questions to start
Josh.
this.
You're a good player, but you're not in Chloe's league anymore. So
Not
you know,
even close.
Poughkeepsie proved that. Oh, he left. He didn't
Um,
even. I'm trash
so
talking. He's
it'll
not even
take a
here to
moment
listen.
again to get this stream up and going as we try this new format of playing live and rotating who's commentating, who's watching. Josh and Chloe will be matching each other, sending the link to our producer, Josh Greenway, and then within moments, we'll have the game up and running. So, Eric, what tournaments do you have coming up?
Um, I'm thinking about Wilmington, Atlanta, and Montreal, but I'm not sure. Definitely the Nationals, uh,
Okay, yeah,
and
I'll be at
and
the
and
Nationals too.
and all the World Cup. Uh,
Yep.
uh, so those two. This one in I mean, I know it's far away, but there's a very interesting tournament in North Carolina in November. In
Oh,
a, a
the
c-
Leaves one, right?
yeah, and I've heard that's a really fun city. Um,
Yeah, that could be
I may
fun.
have a conflict this Saturday. Otherwise, I'd go to Princeton. I like Judy's one day tournaments.
Oh, I'm seeing
She's
a bingo potential here of similar. If Chloe can spot this common word, but maybe not the common letter pattern here. Definitely sounds like you
okay.
have a lot of fun tournaments coming up. You hadn't played
Yeah,
in 10 years, and then all of a sudden you're back and playing basically everything. What led to
yeah.
this?
So it's a funny story. In a couple years ago, my brother, who's played tournament Scrabble with me over the years, calls me out of the blue and says, "I've signed up for Baltimore." And I said, "Oh boy, here we go." It sucked me right back
Yeah,
in. I so
as
similar.
Chloe
Yep,
finds her
found it.
bingo.
So I started card boxing, and of course, COVID came, so it was postponed for a while. But my first, I think the first tournament back was Poughkeepsie. Then I went to the Nationals, and what's really fun is my ninth grade son Noah is really into it, and we've gone to North Carolina. We went to New Orleans. He's played a couple of Princeton tournaments with me. He was at the school nationals in D.C. So I'm having a blast playing with him, and he's getting really good, very quickly. So that's always fun. Yeah,
That does sound like a lot of fun, and I think you were also
exchanging
at
was right.
Kingston because I was
Oh, King,
doing the commentary later in Kingston, and your wife jumped into the booth with me and Will Anderson.
yeah, that was I played a ridiculous phony against Jackson of Moggish, I believe.
Yeah,
Um, that was silly. Although the second game I played against him on the stream, I lost by a good amount, but I actually think played well that game. But
yeah.
that's
I
what
mean,
happens.
that's Scrabble. You can play well and lose. You can play poorly and win.
Yeah,
In this game, it
exactly.
looks like both players are playing very strong to start. Josh has just not gotten the tiles he needed, but after that draw, he improved his rack a lot, and he'll get 51 points for Izards there. But whoa, Chloe wasting no time with Sentinel. So we were hyping Chloe before the game, and she's showing why, isn't she?
Yeah, she's been studying a lot the past 6 months, I think, in particular, and she's got outstanding word knowledge, a deep understanding of the strategy of the game. I think on par with the super elites, and that's why you saw her go. What was it, 12-2 or
Yeah,
13-2
and for
in
Gibson, yeah, she was
in
Gibsonized with
Poughkeepsie?
over a round left. She almost won Swillens last year, which is the big
Yeah,
tournament down in New Mexico, hosted by Mike Barron. So she's really been on a roll, and she learned from Jackson Smiley, one of the top expert players. He really coached her a lot of the way through, and he coached me way back when. So
yeah.
uh,
Another
people
terrific
are
player.
listening. You
Right?
really have to find those experts, and hopefully tonight we'll be able to give some of those tips as well. So
Yeah,
Josh is
for
looking at a pretty good rack. What would you be looking to play here?
well, I don't see it bingo, right?
No, me
No.
neither.
Um, I well, Hap and a Hap and
Yeah, you
Sentinel.
can play it Hap or Paw at the bottom right, I guess PAH. So the
Pa's
H
better.
goes.
Yep, yep,
It's a bit
yep,
better. It does give more overlaps than it hangs on to that G. So if I were playing, I'd still be looking for something better, but for the moment,
yeah.
that's the best I've seen.
And you do. I mean, generally, the G is not as good of a tile as a lot of people might think, especially
Right.
when they're starting out. Um,
But going with the AED aged as a leave is pretty good.
that's
And
that's true.
often you just want to sort of score some points. And when I'm telling people who are newer to the game and they're trying to improve, I say look for the tiles you want to keep. And so tiles you'd really want to keep would be A, D, E, and then you're just trying to get rid of some scoring tiles as you work your way towards a bingo rack. So Josh, of course, thinks of the game very differently than even a lot of top players. He's going to come up with something crazy that wasn't on our radar. That's my guess.
Yeah. I mean, Hap scores 31. You're right. Aged is despite the G, which is not a terrible tile. It's, with AGED together is not awful. Is there something
Right.
we're missing through the U up?
Yeah, that's definitely a good spot to look. Again, for newer players, you want to look not just for one scoring square, but rather two. So in that case, it's the double letter score going towards the triple word score.
Sim-
As Josh plays Graft, which I think is smarter
Graph.
than the plays we were looking at. As Chloe is not wasting any time. She's putting the time
Yeah.
pressure on. And with you were talking about newer words, I know this is somewhat newer. It could be that 2015 update. It's
I think that might even been
mispronunciation
more.
of the word youth. A bit of a
Yeah.
crazy word there.
Does that take the S? Yeah.
You've takes an S, yes.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. That was. Yep. a
Uh,
more recent
does
addition.
similar take an S though? I think it would.
No, no, it doesn't. I just looked it
It
up.
doesn't. Okay, yeah, I
No,
wasn't sure on that one. I thought, some of in conversational English we wouldn't say similars, but in the Scrabble dictionary, often words like that do take the S.
correct. Well, if you had biosimilar, that would take the S, but of
Oh,
course
okay, so looking
that's
up
not on
not
the
just
board.
back hooks but front extensions,
Yeah.
which would be a lot of fun.
It's one thing I've noticed as I've studied a decent amount using Ziziva and Cardbox, that the more words you know, the more likely you are to make mistakes and doubt
Right.
words that you never would have doubted, in the past. Like um, in New Orleans, someone played warrened against me, and I
Okay.
challenged it off immediately. But I hadn't really known yet Warrener. But now that I know Warrener, I could see myself playing, the phony
War
word
end.
from the. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's reasonable.
Because if it
So
takes an ER, you often think it takes an AD, but a
correct,
Warren is
correct.
like something to do with raising rabbits, I think. So maybe a Warrener is someone who works in that profession, but
Yeah,
it's not actually
yeah.
a
So
verb.
he's got to. I'm not
Oh,
seeing it right away. Got to be something to the Y.
yeah, that's definitely where you want to look. I know Josh has been saying on stream he finds the Y the toughest letter to anagram, so we might see him take a bit of time here. He'll definitely have bingos like note card through that R where the C would triple
Yeah,
and then to the
yeah,
double. So a
yeah. That's
good
not bad.
backup if you can't find to the Y. Um,
Let's.
hmm. What about?
I don't. I don't see anything to the Y.
I'm not quite finding it, but he does
Yeah.
have 520. We're seeing the players play a lot faster in this game than I think any of us did in the first two games.
So to the Y. Hmm. Oh,
There's
enactory.
also
Yeah. Yep. Enactory.
Enactory. Okay, so that
Yeah.
would be a great find if
Eric,
you can come
Eric
up
in
with
the
it.
chat.
I could see him looking for nines through the NE of Jinx and Diode. That feels like a Josh play, but instead, part of the reason he might have played this is to keep the board open because he knows that even
Yeah.
after the bingo, he's still behind. Josh loves an open board. This is keeping
Right.
both sides open, but what he doesn't realize is that Chloe is sitting on that last blank. So as a seven, I would see a word like fire lit, but that isn't going to play. She's going to be looking first for triple triples through that C to
Well, she has.
multiply and play times
I see.
nine.
Wifelier is good, right? Through the E.
Yeah, but is there a spot for that?
Yeah, through the E.
Oh yeah, through the E of catenoid, sure. But if
Uh,
she doesn't find a triple through the C, I think she's got to look to the Y.
is there something to
Um,
the C? Anybody looking? Any comments on the chat? Let's see. I'm going to try to look without.
Thank you to George in the chat who's enjoying the producer's comments. Josh Greenway always putting in some funny comments there at the bottom. I loved that he compared Youth, the pronunciation, to My Cousin Vinny, a great movie. Definitely how we could hear Joe Pesci saying it.
Fireline's good. I see in
Fireline
the.
I don't like.
I see Mike in the chat. 8 tournaments. What does that mean, Mike?
They were talking about how many tournaments you were saying that you have coming up. You were listing one after the
Oh,
other.
yeah. Well, I'm not going to go to all of them, but I would like to.
No.
Yeah, why not? Keeps
Um,
me out of trouble.
yeah.
Eric would see.
And you
Would
get
you
to
see?
spend time with your son. So what better than that?
Exactly.
But as Josh Greenway is saying, we need you in Montreal. Like I signed up on stream a couple months ago, live on air, and he's really hoping that you're gonna do the same. So
Yeah, Montreal is a beautiful city. I've been there a couple times for events, and I love the city. Uh, People are friendly. The food is great. It's easy to get to. So that's a possibility.
yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of fun events, including a free hosted walk of the downtown area, and always some fun after hours events. I think Christine Cardinal is going to be our social director, so that is always a good time. Anyone who's seen her do karaoke knows that if she is leading the social events, there will be a party. Flirtier, okay, so
30 or
goes with just a very common word. It does still keep both sides of this board open, so even though Josh is down he's not drawing dead, as we would say,
Yeah,
which would
yeah.
be a situation where you don't have a chance to come back.
I wonder if she's thinking, Josh scores with the C, she could score with the F. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's.
What
Go ahead.
I was just say compared to let's say Wifely or
Yeah,
it's
and she might just not have
scores
seen it. The pressure of playing on stream, the time. Uh,
left was
she's really
good.
quickly going to take out one of the triples, and Josh really quickly bounces back. So, but she
Yeah, I
threw
might
into
have,
benthos. Benthos, I definitely like as a word.
yep, yep.
So that would fit next to execs if she can find it.
I instead of Weft giving her lead, I might have looked to, yeah, of course she
She
finds it.
does.
I
No
might have looked
surprise.
to play and close down that C, given the
Yeah, the C
lead.
is definitely more dangerous as a triple triple potential. You're
Yep,
not going to triple triple with the F in that spot unless you have a Y maybe. But other than that, it's going to be really difficult. And the Ys were gone. So I don't think she had such a clear play through the C. So I could definitely see why she played Weft. Maybe I would have liked to see her take a bit more time just to think that through though.
right,
Um,
right.
Either way, she's up 105, and Josh, with only two tiles in the bag and holding a bunch of clunky tiles like the VCB, is really in dire straits, isn't he?
Yeah, there's nothing he could do now. In a tournament, you would look to cut spread, and there's really no
Right.
way he can. There's really no way he can win. I don't think. And then,
Um,
again, that's
well,
something. That's something that he is, I think, extraordinarily good at.
he's good
Is
at coming up with
keeping.
the creative thoughts that would escape us mere mortals. So we'll see what he does. Erickson in the chat thinks maybe he should fish for his home province of Quebec. Another throwback to the Let's Play Scrabble event coming up in Montreal in just a few weeks. But other than that, like even if you were to fish for something, it's not going to score enough for him to win because Chloe will have full knowledge of his rack. If he plays off two, if he plays off one, he's going to have too many bad tiles. So I'm just not seeing
Right,
anything
right.
here. And if he's not going to win, I'd like to see him do something for the content. Josh is all about the content play, so let's see him get something to make us laugh. That's what I'm
Yep.
cheering for.
Or again, like I said, he's really good in tournaments about paying attention to spread and
Oh, absolutely.
and
Um,
limiting damage as best as can. It's always been a weakness of my game. Checking out of games too soon when they're
the
lost.
second the
But
game is out of reach, I check out too. I always cared more
yeah,
about getting my rating up as opposed to winning a certain amount of dollars. Like some of these bigger events are getting bigger and bigger prize funds, and that'll change people's calculations. We'll see. I know Josh definitely wants to win at all costs, so he wouldn't care about rating as much as he'd just want to get that highest seed. Everybody has their own sort of factor as he fishes off the cube, but what can you really go for leaving BCEOUV? That's
yeah,
what I'm wondering. Um, so he could draw any of those tiles on Chloe's rack here, but what would any of those even produce?
yeah. He might be seeing some obscure bivouac. No, he doesn't have those tiles.
And like as we talk about how the prize money is growing, one thing to really mention is that we have two tournaments this summer with $10,000 first prizes, and those are sort of back to back. With first we have in Las Vegas, and you and I are both going to be there, the National Scrabble Players Championship, I
Yeah,
think it goes by
yeah,
these days, Cup. And then shortly after is the Cup, not to be confused with the World Cup, but rather the Word Cup. I played in that last summer outside of Chicago. This year it'll be in Albany. And that latter one will be hosted by the Let's Play Scrabble team of Josh and Kieran. So come out for a
yeah,
good time.
yeah. And Josh and Kieran put on just an amazing tournament. They go
They
to
really do. They
extraordinary length.
welcome
Yeah,
everyone from top players playing weird words like catenoid and benthos to players in their first tournament. And oh, Josh is mentioning there's two $10,000 prizes in the Word Cup. So also the Collins division. Tonight we're playing NWL. I think it's more to the speed of the four of us here, but definitely a big Collins contingent who is excited for that
yeah.
potential field.
And in the chat, somebody mentioned the Word Cup is indeed first. It starts June 30th,
Oh, sorry
I
about
believe.
that.
Yep. So
Good comment there from Heidi. Also nice to see Annette jumping into the chat. I know she just
yeah.
signed up for Montreal, so excited to see her coming to my home country of Canada. Similar. See,
Oops,
I wanted a
similar.
joke and he delivered. So not the funniest joke, but a joke nonetheless. And Chloe will drop her RT somewhere and take her second victory as she looks to continue her hot play from Poughkeepsie against a very tough field here tonight.
Yeah. Well, we don't look tough playing against her yet, but we'll see how the night
Yeah,
progresses.
I think she beat you by 120 something. She's going to win
Yeah.
this one by 111. So she's off to a big start here, 2-0 plus a couple hundred, give or take. Excited to hear what the players have to say about this one. I was pretty impressed with their decision making all the way through. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, Graft, as you pointed out, was a very interesting play that I
Yeah.
don't think many people would have done. Sentinel coming down at a nanosecond was nice to see.
Can we talk about how
Um,
quickly Chloe was throwing down those plays, Sentinel, and then she gets youth down. The spot had just opened up, throws down
I know.
that crazy word, which Josh Greenway pointed out is a Joe Pesci pronunciation of youth.
I was waiting for
And
the S. So thank you,
yeah,
Josh.
and glad to see Benthos come down. And what about, we were wondering on that flirtier rack, had you seen other bingos? Was that the first one you found?
That was the first and only one I found. There was probably something else. I was looking
Eric
through
saw Whitefleer. We
white
weren't
clear
seeing triples through the C or the F, so
and
I
nothing
think you
to
were
the
safe in that
Y.
sense.
Okay.
And then he was
Okay.
wondering, with both the C and the F triple lanes being open, you played WEF taking out the F. Did you think about trying to take out the C because maybe it's a bit more dangerous?
I did. I didn't really see much there to
Yeah,
do.
there
Like,
wasn't really
what
a
was
clear
there to play?
choice.
I don't know. I was, yeah, the C's dangerous, but like, he's not going to triple there very often, and anything else I could deal with. So,
Josh did a
yeah.
good job hanging in this game despite some pretty rough tiles, especially early. Kept the board open. You were never really drawing dead despite trailing most of this one.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Play note card and like go down 45 on a dead board? What am I supposed to do?
I did suggest note cards, so
what about what? Did you see an actory?
Oh, okay.
Well, you
yeah.
play
Yeah, that's
that.
what I'm supposed to
You're an
do.
actor.
Yeah. No, that's what I was
Um,
wondering.
Eric
Like,
looked that up though, so let's not give him
yeah,
too
an
much
Yeah, no,
actor.
I
credit.
know. Erickson in the
I'd
chat
never
pointed it out.
see Y
Oh,
Oh,
bingos.
is
Eric.
doilied? Doilied is a word. Doilied? Uh, is that
Doy
actually
lead.
good? Oh, wow. That is a word. Okay, so I missed a bingo on the first turn.
Great. I
You
mean,
can
yeah, I need to find an actory. Like, I miss that word every single time it comes up. I
Well, I did
see
mention how you don't like that
cotenary.
Y.
It's catenary, not cotenary.
Yeah.
Octonary. Like, I just never see an
Well,
actory. It's
we
so
knew
good.
you never really had a shot this game to begin with, so you should
What? I
you should
play an
have
Well,
actory and
you
yeah,
I'm
if you
shouldn't
good.
feel
find the
bad.
actory,
You're
it's a
just
whole different
outmatched,
game.
Josh. It's
I am outmatched. Chloe is too good, but like, yeah, I don't know.
All she
Yeah,
needs is
well,
the
Man,
swagger of a top player. I'm tired of this modesty. It's time to like show up with like maybe a tiara, something that shows that you mean business.
oh
I
God,
like
not maybe I'll think of something. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna lose it all this summer. I'm not playing any Scrabble, so
You're not
can't.
playing this summer?
Nah, I can't make either of the tournaments.
Oh, what
They
is going
announced
on in
it.
your life this summer?
I took a job in Alaska, is what's going on. So if anyone wants to have a Scrabble tournament there,
that would be fun. Oh, we got a little trash talk from the esteemed, inimitable Papa Fatsis saying that he taught you everything
yeah, I've never heard that
in the
one before.
chat. I, I don't know,
I
Stefan.
don't know about that.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'll give
challenge that
him
concept.
some credit. I would have found Scrabble somehow without him.
Well, at least someone else I don't have to lose to this summer. Thank you, Chloe.
There you
I hope you
go.
enjoy
No, you're welcome. I
Alaska.
did it all for you.
Yep.
Everyone can breathe now that they know I'm not coming.
Oh yeah, now Eric can win too. Nice.
Yeah.
And I guess I have no
Go to
shot, so that's fine.
Alaska? No, why would I want to go to Alaska? Great
I think my
outdoors.
whole point of being on this stream is just to make Josh make funny faces every time I try and say something a bit silly. So, as he's doing right now for us, right there.
This is my
But
resting Josh face. What do you mean?
the resting Josh face, the RJF, I do like it. I think we are ready to jump ahead to round 4, and I will be playing Mr. Ricker here. So,
All
I'll leave
right,
this
let's
chat
do
and
it.
start a match.
Exciting. Have you ever
Let's
Not
get
that
going.
photo. What the hell was that, Josh?
played?
All right, Chloe, we get to
Okay, let's do it.
watch.
Oh, yeah, I gotta find the game.
No,
I
you
guess
can just watch. Can't you just watch it on
with how
on
much
the
delay?
screen? There's
I don't
like
know.
almost no delay.
I don't trust it. I'm just kidding.
You don't have
Um,
to. Okay.
okay, so what do you play? Kanji? Yeah.
I don't have the game yet. I need to find
Well,
it and give it to Josh.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
shoot.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, they're forgetting that part.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
okay.
play kanji.
Yeah,
Great.
which Jared does. Good job,
Keeping
Jared.
an E. Good opening play.
Quick and
Yeah.
easy.
This looks close to stuff. I bet
Huh?
you is he gonna take like over a minute on this decision?
He's gonna take like 20 more seconds and then make a bad play because he's feeling the pressure of not playing not playing slow.
It's hard to make a bad play here though.
Yeah, no, not a bad play. That was sorry, too mean. Um, yeah.
Sorry, you say one mean thing and I just call you out on
I
it. No,
got the
you keep
jumps on
going,
my
keep
nose.
going. I mean, I need you to like recommend a bad play. Like
Okay.
what would be
He's gonna
bad
play
here? Bog and BE?
Bog? Yeah, bog. It's not even bad.
It's fine, yeah. It's bongo is what I
Okay,
would play.
bongo's a good play.
Very
Okay.
nice. And he took over a minute, so I win here. There's no F for the Collins, only Feijoada.
Mm.
Good to know. Oh, isn't kanji a word?
Kanji is a word.
Didn't he have Jade there?
Jade, yeah. How much is that?
Maybe Zhao's still better keeping the hook.
Yeah, probably close.
But I wonder if he knows is why I brought it up.
I'm sure he knows. Well,
You're
you can never
sure
be
he
sure.
knows kanji?
I mean, you
What
can
is
never be
this?
sure, but like, if you see that, I wouldn't put it past him.
What do you Ravelin Vernal?
I was thinking
Vernal
Vernal.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
we got another subscriber! Yay!
Oh, so this pops up
Everybody
every
do
time.
all the things. Yeah, that's why you have to be on this screen so you can be prompted by Josh's anachronisms or whatever. I'm probably misusing that word.
I couldn't tell you how to use it. Oh, back to the sword.
Yeah, I think Jared is gonna win this one. But what do you think?
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
like Eric's already down to
he's taking
seven
too
and a
long.
half.
Yeah, you just gotta play. What's he looking for? Bingos? Probably. No, yeah, you play Vernal.
Vernal, Ravelin.
Ravelin, what's the point?
Eyes are bad. That's the point. Good play.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks pretty good. But
Yeah, I guess I'll play Devisal and Kanji. They're actually probably
oh yeah, this is how we figure it out.
maybe with
Actually, we
kanjis
won't.
instead. I think
If
you
he
play
plays it with kanjis, then we won't actually know.
I think it's
'cause-
better. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, we're gonna get more bingos.
Are we?
Wiremen, isn't that a word?
And wireman, that fits.
It does.
What
So,
else?
Oh, you think he's gonna miss wiremen? Is what you're saying?
Like he might be looking for eights first.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every time Eric draws a bingo rack or blank rack, he does this thing in tournaments. He looks up, at least against me, he looks up at me for help, as if I'm gonna help him. It actually, my dad does the exact same thing.
Really?
Like when he's not sure of a word or not sure about something, like if he has a good word, he'll like look up at me and like give me a face as if I have any idea what his rack is and any idea what he's thinking
See,
about.
he finds
Good,
Wireman.
good job,
Why would
Wireman.
you doubt him? He didn't need your help after all. But yeah, Eric is one of those players who does a lot every turn. There's always something going on his end.
Yeah, it's really
Um,
fun to play him.
yeah.
Huh, so this is actually a pretty equal position, right? Jared's not going to really be able to get rid of everything he wants to get rid of here and
Yeah.
play through the end.
Hmm.
What were you
Um,
even like? Neuroma and Enamor don't fit. You could play Enamor keeping OU. You could play
mhm,
Maroon. That's
just
terrible.
now you don't play Muon so bad.
Yeah,
Um,
everything's pretty bad through the end. So,
do something with the V or the D. I don't know what.
oh,
Oh,
that's
unmoored.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
great
so
find. We
weird.
both missed that. We suck.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
best play
wow.
for sure.
Yeah, that's totally a word.
Eric is everyone's dad, Cameron. Yeah, nice find, Noah. He finds it just in time.
Mm.
Unmore, man, that's like
Yeah, I would
that's a
never
great
find
find.
that. I would actually that word doesn't even look real. Um,
I would find it in a tournament, just not on
how would
rules.
you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, totally.
yeah. I'm good. I'm a good player.
Okay.
But when it's not three-dimensional, like my mind
Yeah,
doesn't work
it's
properly.
100%.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Firm
Okay.
looks okay. It scores points,
Yeah,
keeps pretty poorly though.
yeah, it
I couldn't
keeps.
find anything better.
Yeah, it didn't look well, but yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. You don't like to see that play. That seems like a play you make when you can't find the best play, but I also can't find the best play.
yeah, sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. What do you make of that? Like
Hey, Noah
from
Goldstein.
Jared's perspective?
Very nice. Well, uh, I don't know. It's a good play for like a rapid game because you're sort of like it's sort of just putting the ball in opponent's court kind of move. Like just
Yeah,
scoring. Like I'm not telling you anything about my rack.
Bob.
Daub is
Interesting.
really that looks horrible.
I know. I mean, it's what I thought of it at one point, but maybe he just didn't see anything else. I didn't
Yeah, I
look
mean
super
there's
hard there.
Bobby, which is probably better, but like
Oh,
that's if that's the best play, like okay.
yeah. uh, he, I think Firm
Oh,
worked out kind of well. I think you're pretty
Beaver.
well.
Oh
Beaver.
yeah, look at that.
What?
Shutted. Is he gonna play shutted? Is that a word, you think?
Uh, I
I
don't
think
think
shutted is a
so.
word.
Is it
I
a
think
word?
shutted is a word.
Wow. No, it's not. You're wrong.
Oh, damn. He
You're
has thrusted. Oh, there you go. We
just,
see it
yeah,
immediately.
nice.
Would I have played shutted? Not in a tournament.
Would you have?
Okay, IE somewhere. IE with Dobby.
Yeah, it seems good.
Every through the V is also an option. AEI is a good leave nowadays, apparently.
Oh yeah, vowels or something.
Yeah,
Only on
I like it.
moves. Every yeah.
Jared still has like a tempo advantage.
Oh yeah. How did that happen?
Thrusted scored
Um,
nothing.
what do you play?
Are you gonna see
Aqua, Aqua,
Aquay? Yeah.
one of the
Or do
two.
you
Can you just say vowels?
where do you even play vowels?
Um, you can play.
Too
Okay, so
late.
he gets it.
Yeah, this is a
That'd be
good game. The best game we've
yeah,
had, I think.
yeah, no,
Why
definitely.
couldn't we have a game like that,
Actually,
Chloe? Maybe because I
maybe
missed an actory.
maybe because I missed an opening bingo.
Hmm. Yeah, lots
It
of Noah's,
reminded me.
Jasons, and Eric's
Hmm,
in
yeah,
in Scrabble. What were you gonna say?
I said that rack reminded me too much of Jackson's phony from a couple weeks ago, so I couldn't get it out of my head from when we were playing in Montreal when he
The
played dildo.
Tali rack?
No, doilied.
Oh, doilied. What did he play? Oh yeah, he played.
Yeah.
Wait, do we tell them or
Oh,
do we
I
just
already said
tease
it.
them? Oh, you said it. I
Well,
don't
I
know
don't know
if
if,
it
if
came
you didn't
through.
hear, they might not have
Yeah,
heard.
Jackson played dildoed. It did not stay on the board. Chunnels? Is
Oh,
that a word?
ooh. Yeah, that's a
I don't
word.
like it. Really?
Yeah, 100% a word.
What?
Yeah, isn't it?
I mean, I believe you and him.
Yeah, it's a word.
I would not have played. I have no idea about
Yeah,
chunnel.
well,
What does it mean?
it's yeah, it's the tunnel that goes under the English Channel. I actually don't know why it's good in Scrabble, but that's the definition that is given.
Is Jared gonna challenge?
Why would he challenge? It's a word.
Because I can't be the only one that was unsure. Come
Okay,
on.
apparently relatively new, so
I'm the worst player here.
clearly.
What do you... I mean, this is pretty bad for
For
Jared.
Jared, yeah, you play is flipped a word? Not that it plays, more out of
Yeah, flipped
curiosity.
is... I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure flipped is
I guess
good,
you
just
play
not
like
flapped.
right, that looks terrible. Do you play plant or no, what is it? Do you play plaint? Like Plaint?
But
That
you're
seems
never
terrible.
winning.
Yeah, you're never winning.
He needs to
Um,
create something here.
uh, there's just
This
no
is
way to preface
terrible.
each part
Wow.
of the
That's
board.
like
Yeah,
when you played Benthos.
yeah. Except I was
Tunnels out
always
of
winning
nowhere.
out of
Man.
nowhere.
So he plays
Maybe
plate, but like,
I'm just like, yeah. What's the idea?
how can you? Yeah, this is pretty bad. It's hard to find anything here.
Yeah, I
But
mean, there might just not have been anything worth playing. You could
yeah,
have done
maybe
like
Eric will I don't know. He'll sort of old person his way into a lost end game. You know. You know what I'm talking about.
yeah, of course. Maybe he was fishing for something from the Y.
I mean, you can draw stuff.
Yeah,
You
but
can draw
like,
like I don't know.
I mean, not
Maybe
with
you should have played flapped.
put the pressure on. Could work.
But yeah, now what would you do here? Three in the bag. I mean, you could leave one in the bag. Are there any
Let's see.
threats?
I don't know. What's the point of leaving one in the bag when you're only up 30?
To just have a good end game. I don't know.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, it makes it. Yeah, sure. Leave one in the bag, I guess.
I mean, I'm just
If you
saying. I'm
give
just
it,
asking
it's worth.
you.
What
Why
do
are you
I
passing
do?
the question back to me? I'm asking you what you would do. You're like, oh, one in the bag. What's that?
I've
It's like a novel
I've heard of
concept to
one in the
you.
bag before. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess you can play wed and leave one in the bag, making Zoe
Hmm.
score some points, outrun everything. Even though what can even play? Maybe something from the B. Mm,
A mid. Wow, he's fishing. Setting
I
up a
guess.
mide.
Yeah, last E. Why not? Well, because there's an O, but who
Yeah,
cares
I
about
guess there
that?
was an O.
Oh, he also
Yeah, I don't
blocked.
know.
No, he blocked X bombs. He blocked like Fixer. That's what he did. Fixer.
Oh,
That was a good
smart.
play. Okay, good play.
Wow, that's like the best play we've seen all night.
Yeah, did not think of that.
So good.
Yeah, okay, very
Nice
good.
play, Eric.
Yeah, seriously.
Man, Eric's good. Shot was
Yeah,
good. Okay, well, it's too close for comfort, but
but yeah, that's how
it's
did that
fine.
happen? But yeah, what's he gonna do with the X?
Yeah, his tux
Nothing.
is yeah, he's nothing.
I mean, yeah, he has nothing good.
Just go out in two. That's what you want to do here.
Yeah, you play
Have you heard of that concept, Chloe?
actually once or twice.
Radio.
I was thinking radio. Yeah, I don't
Radio
know.
keeps.
I
OI goes out.
doesn't keep OI.
Yeah, it keeps. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. So he does the same thing.
Oh,
But wait, he
yeah,
played.
that was
Wait,
great.
what?
Great move. Congratulations. Oh, he
What?
passed.
Jared,
Come on,
no.
Jared. You try to win. You try to win with it. He probably
Oh,
loses.
acting like that's what he meant to play. Oh
That's
God.
definitely,
What is
yeah. Like,
these pass backs?
that's
This
not
is
right. Yeah, he
this
definitely
is
did not mean
serious.
to play that. You're not
Wait,
supposed
now,
to pass back unless it's clearly like a
yeah, no,
transposition.
that was like an actual play. That was an actual, yeah, an out and two keeping play. Now he has Arid for making Era and Vi and Id, so he should still win. Oh, he played Sod. Not as
Yeah.
good. But
This
I
is the
mean,
funniest endgame of all time.
Jared's not going out either. Pug, did
Maybe
he?
Jared should have tried Punetta or something. IIR. Yeah, this is a funny game. It was the best game we had until GIL. Damn. But yeah, I don't know if radio even goes out. Oh, LEI. Yeah, radio goes out in 2. Okay.
Mhm.
Funny. And so does IRI. Wow.
Weird. Oh,
Okay.
I see that. Well, that was
Incredible.
something. Jared, why'd you pass
Incredible.
back? That was not a pass back situation.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to win off Gil, and I don't even think I was going to win after that with all the consonants. It just. I needed
That's-
the karma to beat you, Chloe. That's the main thing. I gotta amass some karma.
Here's
That
a
was
history
very
lesson.
kind
Here's
of
a
you.
history lesson for you guys. Back in the day when I would play Jared on ISC, he would never pass back. And even when it was right to pass back. So he's just making up for his sins now.
Josh is just
Okay.
making up
Well,
stuff here.
to be fair, I didn't. Obviously in a tournament, you're not going to press the clock until you look at the play. But time was running out. I just put it in and hit enter. Immediately realized I played Gil. So,
Yeah.
but that was still nice of you. I was so excited that with no time left, I saw the opportunity of blocking Fixer, which I
Yeah,
don't know
that
if
was
you
really
had.
nice.
We didn't
That was-
see any of that.
yeah,
That was
Very
awesome.
nice.
So I did
So-
see that. I figured you were going to play Pix. So was the X the last tile?
No, I had the X. I thought if I could draw a vowel to score with the X, then maybe I'd have a chance.
Yeah.
Pix and Kif scored about the same, and I thought the X would be a bit more flexible going forward if
Yeah.
I had a vowel. I was
I mean,
also
I-
trying to time press you a bit.
I was
When you-
concerned about the O because you could have played Ox and XU. But
Yeah,
Fixer
like
would have
if
won
I
the
had
game.
drawn another vowel there, I was looking pretty good. I don't know.
I was praying you were not going to challenge Chunnel, but it's a word.
Oh,
I was
Lawrence,
like shell shocked by that. I
Yeah.
feel like I'd never seen that. I've definitely seen it, but wow.
oh
that
no,
was
no,
really
I
cool.
recognize that right away.
Yeah. Me and Jared are
I
on the
sort of,
same wavelength on this one. It looked.
yeah, I mean, that's one of those, it's one of those situations where you see it immediately,
Right.
and more often than not, you got to trust that instinct.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw Kanji took the D. I was like
Okay, we were
90%
wondering
sure,
about
but
Josh thought you
the,
would
uh,
lead.
no, I saw it. But Devisal in that spot would have.
So it was
You had a
better to
really-
catch up.
so
the way
a
you played.
mid looks good, but it actually gives back an interesting play of Kapu.
Yeah,
and
Noah
Kerr and
Walton
Kev.
suggested that in the chat.
That's 38, 30 something, 18,
Yeah, Kapu looks good.
36. And then you keep the X and the vowel, and then you threaten to play on 1M next
Oh.
turn.
That's
Yeah.
nice. I
Wow.
didn't consider that. What should I? What,
Yeah,
what
I
was it
definitely
played?
probably should have taken more time on that turn.
I don't know, maybe you play like Diamide.
Also,
Eric?
maybe plaint
Wait, did I
the
have-
turn before to get rid of one more
Still.
consonant.
Yeah, play
Gade.
Plaint, who knows?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
meant
That
to
was a
play.
really cool game, though.
Yeah,
I
very
did not see Kapu at all. That amid play, setting it up is wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah, if
Well,
I
I
play
played.
Capu, I think I'm in a winning position, I would
What do you
assume.
What do you think about my second play of Bongo? My first
Bongo's
play,
good.
rather.
I liked it.
Better than Bog? I
Yeah,
didn't like.
Chloe liked it.
Yeah,
Chloe thought
Bog.
you were gonna play Bog, and yeah,
I had it. I had it on the
unfortunately,
board. I picked it up.
no. It's just yeah,
Vernal, I almost didn't play because that's one of those
weird
situations
ones.
where you're going to talk yourself out of a word. Um, but
No, very
it,
impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Well, I was also
You guys
wondering
are good
about
players.
Every. I had the option to play IE and Dobby,
Yeah,
AYEE.
both plays look good.
So like ER was a nice leave. I just thought it was giving back such easy scoring options after he had drawn from his
Yeah,
bingo that I
I
preferred
agree.
every, but it left three vowels, so it wasn't
Yeah,
easy.
that was not
huh, I did.
an important position in this
I
game.
did not. I did not see shuttled when I played thrusted. That's funny.
Oh yeah, shuttled.
I didn't see
Okay,
it.
who's next?
Looking at the
Oh
schedule,
oh
I have
wait.
to take on Chloe, and if I don't win this one, I think we're gonna have our victor before the night's over. Maybe we should save that game so we don't let Chloe win it Gibsonize
Wait, I
again.
don't think that's not possible, is it? Could I?
Well, if you win, you're
How
3
many
and 0, and no
games
one
are
else
we
can go
playing?
3 and 0. We have a 6 game schedule lined up here. We
Okay.
might play more than six, though.
We
So
may
let's
play
go
more than
ahead to the
six.
game with
Okay.
Chloe and
Who
I,
knows?
and I'll let you two talk trash as we hopefully don't
Yeah.
miss too many
And
games.
nobody wants to do what the what Josh wants, but we're shouting out Alfred Butts. It was his birth. Is this what this is about? His birthday or whatever? That's what I heard on the interwebs. Alfred Butts' his birthday. I'm just talking to myself. Okay. Good luck
All
to
right.
Chloe and Jared.
All right.
And we are going to
Did it start yet?
wait
Hold on.
until they need to post the link first. Yeah, it did.
It did start.
Okay, here we go. I'm the guy that keeps posting the links because everyone forgets. Ooh, this is an interesting opening here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Are you there yet?
I am there.
Okay. I wonder if Josh is there
Okay.
yet.
Okay. I'm here now. Nobody played
There
yet.
we go. Yeah, so do you think baggily is a word? And it gets played.
I don't think it's a word, but I don't know.
It's good.
It's good.
We
That's
could
a good
see a
play.
quick challenge here. I saw it and I was like, ooh, I have no idea. But it does give back Anginus, so maybe Chloe's gonna accept for that reason, or she knows. Because you guys unisonal Anginus. You guys know more words than me.
Unisonal edges, yeah.
So Eric,
That's a nice play.
I was talking about how you have facial expressions when we play over the board. Like when you have a bingo
Yes.
rack, you just like you look up at me as if to like ask my help to find a blank bingo or whatever. And it was challenged, but I think she'll still get to bingo next turn. But yeah, very cool. I like the delayed challenges. It's such a psychological beat down when you take a minute to challenge something that's a word. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no gabbly. I think
Well,
Bagley
if you
was
don't,
the only bingo there.
if you don't see Bagley, is Gabby the right play? Gaby? Am I pronouncing that right?
No, it'd be Bill G then.
Oh, Bilgy. Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah, what do you think about this? Like what I just said about your faces in tournaments.
Yeah, I'm easy to read. I know that when I play, it's just something I'm a little bit of aware of it, but it doesn't really bother me. Um,
So what I
but
like
it's
about the psychology of the game is that sure, like there's a big role, and if you really look into it, you can maybe figure out your opponents a little bit more. But the time you invest in that over the board is taking away from all of the like actual things that you can really control.
Right. So that's a very good point. I mean, frankly, I don't think I'm good enough yet to try to spend that time playing sort of the psychology element of the game. It's I'm not a good poker player for a similar reason. I'm easy to read. It's obviously more of an issue in poker than in Scrabble. But yeah, if you're good at doing it, it's probably not a bad idea to be able to to read people, and you are pretty good at it. So, but it's a good point. You don't want it to get to a point where it's distracting to you. You want to make sure you're focused on the more important things.
Well, no, what's actually I think the most important thing is that if you know someone is heavily invested in that aspect of the game, you can trick them by
Right,
literally doing like almost nothing, which is
right,
really funny. Like just a facial expression to totally take them off balance,
yeah.
and like the game is yours. So I think that's
I mean,
that's
some
cool.
players, Joey Malik, I think is really good about not giving any tells. I mean, I think it helps his game. I feel the same way about Jackson when I play him. Um, but then again, those two are so outstanding at the game. Again, does it really matter?
Right. Yeah. Okay, so Chloe's taking a while here. Do you think
She
she's
might
missed either or both of the eights?
androgynous or
Or
unisonal?
yeah, unisonal like or unisonal like
And
medicinal, but like
and
I think
and
androgynous is
androgynous and
better, right?
Dido. Yeah, because Dido is. I'm
Yeah, but that
doubting
doesn't
Dido.
that
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it would make Didi.
Oh, Didi,
Didi.
correct.
Yeah, you and your eye hook eye plays that make phonies. Okay, so she did miss both. Wow. So this is a huge swing for Jared. Why can't she
Unisonal.
miss these things against me?
Again, it's for people in the chat that are new to the tournament game. When you're playing online, it's a shorter clock. You got people commenting. It's a different game. It's that it's when I really enjoy it now because it's a fun opportunity. But when you play stream games at tournaments, it's it's wild. I mean, Josh, you've done it a lot more frequently than me for sure, because you're a better player and you're in the position more often. But it's hard. It adds an element to the game. Frankly, I think it's kind of thrilling, but it is daunting,
But are
and you
you
get a little
saying
bit like,
that because my question was why can't she miss that against me? I mean like in the game we played.
oh,
So do you think
I mean,
I do something to like help people be
no,
good?
I
I
think it's a
hope
10-minute
so.
game. No, I don't
No.
think I don't think it's
You don't
that.
think that I am more important than like just some other players, Eric? Like
I think
you don't think
well,
that I
of course you are.
I
Come on.
thought yeah.
That's crazy talk, of course. But I'm just talking about when you're in a situation like this versus a 25-minute game in a tournament. You can take your time. You can, and you always you chuckle sometimes when you and I play. You see me write out alphagram after alphagram, right? And either means I have a blank or I have a very good rack, and I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. You can't really do it in a 10-minute game.
Right. Yeah.
And also, I could tell you with me, this is just some advice to some of the beginning players in the chat. The beginning of the game is if you have the opportunity to set the tenor and take control of the board, take your time and do it. The challenge is if you waste too much time and you need it in the end, like Josh and I played a game and I opened up with a bingo that took me 3.5 minutes that should have taken me 3.5 seconds. I didn't see it, right? But I sensed there was something there, and at the very least, I knew to take my time to make sure I didn't miss it. And thankfully, what was it? Phantoms.
Phantom. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
Phantom.
and I think when I played it, you immediately chuckled, which and it's funny. It was like, how did I not see that right away?
Yeah. It was no, I mean, it was just like when you're an expert, you play a lot of experts, there's sort of like a flow that is sometimes breached, but like often when someone has a bingo and they're an expert, they'll see it immediately. Like
Right,
if
right.
you had like tapped your finger a little bit to the left that turn, you probably would have seen Phantom. Like it was just
Right,
a
right, right.
really weird just turn of events that
I,
you
I
just didn't see that
I
word.
just didn't see it, and it
And
was.
yeah, it's
She had no
happened to
place for
me
dingoes.
so
Yeah,
often. Oh,
yeah.
this is so bad. Chloe's losing this game by so much. Why we
Oh
should
yeah,
continue
there's
to
some
talk about this.
easy bingos. Did she not have a place for? What did she have? Dingoes.
Oh yeah, this board is like horrible. But yeah, like
Um,
this is so bad for Chloe. I
but
feel bad.
again, and there's a lot of people in the chat, and I noticed some
But
younger,
yeah,
newer
slow.
players.
Maybe
When
you are
when
good at
you
poker.
when you miss a word, you just gotta move on. I mean, it's a weakness of my game. I tend to think about 2 turns ago, and you miss a shot in basketball, you move on. You don't think about it ever again. Um, and that's just an important lesson for people that are learning to play.
Man, I was not expecting the stream to be so wholesome. Eric, man, like what are you doing to me?
Well, I got a few of my
No, but you're
students in the
right.
chat
You're
here.
right. You're
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Dad advice. You're right.
actually,
Absolutely.
actually, I did see a nice one, Dad, in the chat for my play of Channel. Thanks, Noah. Appreciate that. He's
Yeah,
usually bust.
that was
He's usually
weird.
busting my chops. And I probably shouldn't admit this, but when you and I play in tournaments, he's not necessarily rooting for me.
Oh, but he is. He just acts like he
Yeah,
isn't.
that's not clear, you know. But I hope he is. All right, what do we have here? That looks like a good rack.
Very defensive play of Neb. I like it. This is just
Yeah,
demi-loons. Yeah, does that have an anagram? You have to like find a 9 in this game.
yeah. Remember that you played a great phony night against me. That sub rental, was it sub rental?
Yeah, but you challenged that.
I did,
Sub
but
rental.
that took all my might to have the nerve to do that against you. But that was a very clever play. I thought that was cool. Very plausible word.
Should be a word. Yeah,
Yeah,
Chloe's probably just given up here, just playing to score some points.
yeah. And again, in the
Uh,
chat, when this happens in a game, you gotta stick with it and keep the spread, cut the spread. Something actually, Josh, I commented, I think during the last game you're playing, you are one of the best I've ever seen do that. You just always stay in the game, and there are games against. I remember one game against me where I should have won by. I think I won by just 20 or 30, and I should have won by 180. And that's important.
Man, you're buttering me up. I don't know what to say.
Well, I can't always bust your chops.
True, but I feel like we have an Axer typo fan. That is. Are you gonna start streaming, Eric? You should.
It would be fun. I maybe, I don't know. Should I?
Yeah, in chat, should this guy live stream? Do
I
you
you know,
think he has what it takes?
not to be overly humble. I just, I don't know if I have a lot to offer, but I do like commentating. This is fun. Josh
Josh
isn't
isn't
used
used
to
to
being
being. Yeah,
nice.
that's. I agree. I agree.
Which Josh?
No, I came in here to.
Oh, you
I
were
came in
Josh. I
here
thought, yeah.
to trash talk. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, yeah,
So
like Chloe
this
used up
game,
all of her mojo on
ooh,
me.
we almost have Haryana in this rack.
You do
Uh,
have
oh, we do?
hiragana, but
No,
yeah, no,
Harry isn't.
it's
Yeah,
not.
Haryana. That's a word, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but what do you mean we almost have it?
Oh, I didn't realize. I saw it. Wasn't sure we had all the letters. Yeah, good play.
So that's a good play, yeah.
Yeah,
Got to know your AAA words. There's like a
yeah.
Pokemon that's like Haryana. I don't remember what it's actually called. You could say wistful stories for a couple hours, and we'd all be more than happy to watch. I think. Yeah, I agree with that.
Wistful. That's
I
funny.
like that. Wistful thinking.
I thought my son Noah and I have discussed
What is
doing
going
it.
on? Okay.
Is she catching
Look at
up? Oh my
this.
goodness!
Like
Wow,
what is this?
Corvette, Corvette, with two T's and an E is good. I always
Yeah.
see that because I don't own one and I would love to. So I like to see Corvettes in racks and in
Is he
garages,
gonna
and I rarely have. I don't like I said. I rarely have either one. So yeah, streaming. Maybe I'll be a guest on your streams.
Sure. Sure.
You know,
Yeah,
we
so
did a
I
little bit of that somewhere.
we should talk about this game now. Chloe somehow like came back to be down 42. Eric and no
Yeah,
streaming, yeah.
this is
But
interesting
like
because if if he uses his C to block, uh,
you
it's
can't
going to
really
be
do much to
hard.
block here. You
Yeah, I
can
mean,
I think he just plays through the U and the HE as like Roosh and Touche. And
oh, that's
he's
very
going
nice.
up by
Yep,
like 80.
and there's crap in the bag. Yep, that's a nice play.
But
Touche.
yeah, like
Yep.
had Jared not just drawn the blank, like we could have seen an insane comeback here. Just like
Yeah,
randomly out of the blue.
another lesson. For the youngins in the chat, you really,
Yeah, Eric thought
halfway in, you got to always stick in, stay in the game. You never give up hope. Nice
nice
play,
play.
touche.
But yeah, I think Jared was just like, yeah, okay, this is over, and played Zoya and opened the board. And it wasn't. But yeah, now it's pretty over. Chloe can try to hope for like an incredible draw here. Probably has to play like jog at M7 or something, or
Well, what?
Goji. But like,
How about
yeah, you
Gore
can't
Gorefest? No, no, that's not.
Gorefest if E blank is
Not.
drawn. Yeah, you do
Yeah,
want to be looking for like specific things. Then you can't even play
forgets.
JT off.
S bingos are not going to work, right?
Yeah, this is over, but you could try something.
Yeah, but it was a nice comeback. She can play off the J for 20s. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think Goji was the right idea. And if somehow Jared floats an O,
Haftaros, right?
Haftaros.
Haftaros,
Yeah.
which is a plural of
Yes. Of
Haftara.
Haftara. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And maybe
There's a
there's
lot of
some 9 through ME or something.
one of the fun things about Scrabble is how many foreign language words are good in the game. I always get a kick out of that, and it's a number of languages.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of Hebrew words, there's a lot of
A lot of
Arabic words.
Yep, those are the two that come to
Um,
mind. A few Yiddish words, a lot of Spanish words.
yeah, Yiddish.
Um,
I love the Yiddish words. But that's what English is. It's a bastardization of other languages, right?
right,
So
right, right.
yeah, he plays Vrow. He's worried about like some crazy 9-letter word.
Yeah, but that's probably
Um,
smart.
hard fast. That's a word, right? Almost has one.
Hold fast is a word,
Hold fast
isn't
is
it?
hard fast. Yeah, hold fast is a word, but
Yeah,
what about
yeah.
hard fast? Am I making that up? I've been really like bad at words lately. Yeah, that's not a word. Okay, great.
Yeah, Jalaba in the chat. Yeah, half there. There's a lot of spellings of that. Um,
So um, do you know the word fatsedera?
I do not. Should I?
Fatshedera. You would know that if you watched Will Anderson's YouTube channel.
Wow. Is that 9 letters?
It's 10.
10.
10
Yeah, it's too many letters.
Yeah.
I can't think that sophisticatedly. Oh, that might be 10 letters.
But yeah, you're talking to me about being good at like staying in the game. I don't think I really am, but Chloe here somehow, I don't know how, just like somehow stayed in this game. That was crazy. How
That
how
was
did that happen?
Uh,
Just
was there a more defensive play than TITI that I could have made? Keep things shut?
I mean, I think it was Zoya where you're just like, yeah, whatever. Like you
Yeah,
gave
I,
up on
I
sorry on the
thought
playing
that
still
the
play,
deep.
game was.
but
And
yeah,
Haryana, what a beautiful word.
thanks.
We
Yeah,
were
that was
Eric was like,
joking.
nice.
oh, almost have Harry Ann. I'm like, what do you mean almost?
We were
You
joking
know
in the
when you
in-game chat because I was like, I don't really like Bagley. And like after she challenged, I neither of us really thought it was good, even though
Yeah,
it makes sense as a word.
does it make
Yeah, that
sense
was that
more?
was a rough opening. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah
I
I,
mean,
you
the
know
thing about challenging is like it's so much better to challenge if you saw your eights, Chloe. Like because it's hard to imagine
did I have
Anginus and
Oh,
Unisono
Angela,
getting block.
what the fuck?
So I thought like it was a conscious decision at first. Like it doesn't look like a word, but I'm probably gonna get my bingo down anyway. But then when you were taking some time, I was like, oh, this is bad.
No, I saw Anginus, but yeah, I thought I was making it up.
Making it up. Yeah.
Unicinal was missed. That's
See,
so
no,
she
bad.
pronounced it unicinal. I told you.
Yeah, that's how you would say it, right?
no really
Unisono? Is that
unisonal.
the
That's
other
Yeah,
not.
option?
nice. I mean,
It's
nice
uni.
job playing Bagley. I don't think I
I
would
would
have.
pronounce it
I think I would have
unisonal, like,
chickened.
but
I
it
think I would
doesn't mean
chicken
I'm
down to
right.
Bagley.
And what do you think about what was the score? Oh no, you're not up by too much. Goji's for
Oh,
50.
Goji just loses, yeah. Because I
Yeah.
mean, I was just hoping to draw the blank and
Yeah,
whatever, and then Jared somehow doesn't block the T, and I don't even
Yeah,
know
you
if
could draw something through the ME and through the T,
yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah, Goji and I only
technically.
yeah, I
But
can't
yeah,
make
Yeah, I
it.
nice
didn't
job
like.
somehow staying in the game.
Yeah,
Like
I
Jared, you
don't know
had
Yeah,
such
that was
a vice
amazing.
grip on that board for a while, but then yeah, both of you seemingly just like gave up on Chloe ever winning, and then
how.
Right.
somehow out of the blue it's like, oh, actually,
Yeah, I knew Zoe was giving sevens lanes, but I was like, I'm up like 180 or whatever. Like, it'll be fine. And then two straight bingos, and suddenly I had to open the top of the board with touche and just hope that she wasn't going to have a response. But I already had the blank
yeah.
at that point, so it didn't feel too scary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Had you not drawn the blank after TD, that would have been really interesting.
I don't think I would have opened if I didn't have the blank there, but
But you can't block the 4 and 2 row
no.
like at the
Well, you
same
didn't
Yeah.
time.
when you played Zoea, you didn't have the blank. Is that what you mean?
No,
No,
on touche.
TT.
Oh, and Touche. Did you
Oh,
have
Yeah,
touche.
on
the blank?
Touche
Yeah,
he had the blank. It was
he
TT
had
he
the
didn't
blank.
have the blank. So
TT,
what I was saying is if he didn't draw the blank on TT, this game would have been really interesting.
Oh
In,
right.
yeah.
in retrospect, when you look at
Zoe
Zoea
was
versus
better back in the game for sure.
yeah, so
It just
only
felt
Lou and
early.
O.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I again the lesson. It's this is a very easy thing to do and to not see, but even though you're up by a lot, you still could theoretically lose.
Right.
Lou O and OE score 15. It balances your rack, and you get a bingo through a
Yeah.
Z. So that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Definitely a better idea there. But it's tough because you really feel like it's out of reach, but two bingos come down quickly and suddenly it's not. So
I recall a game in either Albany. I think it was Albany against James Donnelly. The young kid who came in second in the school nationals.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I was killing him, and 2 minutes later I lose the game. So I mean he did something that was absolutely brilliant. He's an incredible player, and it's fun to see that happen, just not against me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was he set up a beautiful, but there were things I could have done to prevent that from happening. But I'm like, God, this game's over. So let me just score. I don't know what I was thinking. The moral of the story is I wasn't thinking. So again, people in the chat, you're learning to play the game. Never give up when you're down by 150, and never assume you're going to win when you're up by 150.
Yeah, I usually don't give up so much, but I was really just making whatever plays in the
Yeah,
middle
I saw that.
game.
That was crazy.
Right.
Okay, so it's me against Eric now,
Yeah,
and
it should be.
Josh says that our producer behind the scenes, Josh Greenway, says that after the sixth game, he'll calculate the standings maybe and have a first place versus third place match
Sounds
or
good. Well,
something.
good luck to both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Good
Let's
luck,
do it.
Eric.
Thank you.
So, Chloe, how long until you leave for Alaska?
Oh, not for a couple months. I leave mid-June, come back mid-August. It's just like
Okay,
bad
so still
timing with
time for a few
Scrabble.
tournaments.
Oh yeah, I think I'm coming to Montreal, and we'll see if anything else.
A very fun and competitive field in Montreal. So
Yeah,
definitely hope
looks
to
like
see you
they've
all there.
started. Yeah, it should be great. And they're planning a lot of like social whatever events on this, not whatever,
And it's
social
such a fun
events on the
city.
side. Yeah, it's an awesome city. I was just there and excited to go back.
This is looking like a vault rack to me.
Yeah, it's looking like a vault rack to me too. And
And
apparently,
Josh plays it, opening vertically, of course. Eric's
classic.
rack, much less balanced.
No, I have no idea what to do here. I
Yeah,
maybe fix it. Um,
you
to the
could.
T.
At least it gets rid of that double I. It doesn't score much. It leaves WOA. So it's one of those plays that maybe it ends up being the best, but you definitely want to keep looking.
Yeah, I
You could
guess
play like faux, a nice French word for Montreal,
it's
FAUX,
just
but that
can't
leaves
use that word. Yeah,
WOII, so it's even worse.
even worse. Um,
Yeah, I don't know if Eric's going to find fix it. It's not necessarily a word you would necessarily think of here. And if it does get played, will he know the back hook?
Tifo.
To fix it,
Oh,
doesn't it take a Y?
oh yeah. Sorry, I was not paying attention. Yes, fix it does take a Y. Fixity.
I see Noah in the chat is cheering for not his father, but our friend Josh here. So love to see the little family
Nice
rivalry.
rivalry. Yeah,
I
I
can
think
tell
it's
you if
his
anyone in
coach
my
too.
family was playing, I would be cheering for somebody else. So,
His coach and father. It's something.
so he finds Ixia, gets rid of those eyes, which
I
is definitely
guess.
nice to see. It makes overlaps above a bit easier, but not too
Yeah, I
easy
don't mind it.
necessarily.
Better scoring potential as well, probably, but
Right.
F probably helps. I don't know. Um,
I'd
fix it.
rather get rid of the F if I could. I like that Fix It doesn't give back the immediate scoring
Right.
as easily,
Yeah. I don't know. That's
but
interesting.
they both
Yeah,
definitely have
probably.
their merits.
Yeah. Drongo
I like
coming.
the play of Drongo here. I was looking that Drongo's was a potential if an S was there. It's
Yeah.
not, so Josh will take the 32 points, including those easy overlaps that we had mentioned.
No, yeah, that seems good. I don't really see a good way or like point to fishing on that turn.
No.
Um, yeah, just doesn't seem worth it when you can score 32.
Right, you're more likely to fish if there's maybe multiple lanes you could hit, if you
Yeah.
could lead something really strong. I like playing long there. Both blanks are out. Play aggressive early. For Eric here, maybe something like Dowie, Dowie.
Yeah, Waif
Uh,
is fine too, I think.
yeah, it's fine. It
Maybe it would have
does
been
leave
okay to
three
keep a constant.
vowels.
Yeah, it might have been good to keep a
Right.
constant. Um,
And Dowie would have set up the F sort of nicely. Not that that's the biggest thing, but um, it's
wait,
tough again with this time pressure. Josh's racks have been much more balanced, but I don't think, again, he's going to quite hit anything.
yeah, no, I don't think so. What can you do? Maybe here's something where you go for a bit more of a rack balancing play.
I was
Like
thinking Banda
oh,
at the top.
oh, Banda could be fine. I was just thinking like Oba making BO and or
Yeah,
and
especially now that ABO has been removed from the
yeah,
dictionary,
exactly.
that
It doesn't
really
give back.
balances well. Uh,
Yeah,
you'd be able to start a word with the C or the N above that, and also CANE, which you'd be leaving, would go really nicely with that T and even the
yeah,
L of vault, or even
yeah.
the V. So
Yeah, I
we'll
like
see.
Oba.
which way he goes. He goes with your decision. Nice to see.
Always
Um,
feels good. But when it's
yeah,
Josh, I don't know.
right.
um,
Nobody wants to play like Josh. Um, if you're playing like Eric here, you could play Quoit, Quoit. That's probably the most obvious play.
yeah. Is that how
You
you
could play
say that?
Souk and San if you wanted to score a bit more, but the leave's just not going to be worth it. I like leaving HES here, so I think we're going to see Quoit. I don't know how
I
to
always
pronounce
say
that.
Kuwait in my head, but who knows? You never know. Yeah, I think that makes total sense. There's not really many other options for the queue. Where were you thinking of Souk?
Oh, I wouldn't play it, but SAN above
Oh,
Oba.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you
No,
do
I wouldn't
triple
play
the
that
queue
either.
there. It's
Yeah.
just sort of something I was pointing out. I really want to see Eric play quicker here. We've seen him get into a bit of time trouble. It's only a 10-minute game. If he's already seen that quote word, we want to see it come down.
Okay,
Well,
Souk. It's not a
he'll play
bad,
the other one.
not a bad play. Especially Oba sets up like a hard to block sevens lane that's like not really getting closed, and Souk is kind of one of the only words that would have
And
taken that out.
now he's
And
drawn
Josh,
a bingo that doesn't quite
wow,
fit as a seven. A nice breakfast cereal or a greeting in
yeah.
England, perhaps. But is there an eight with that C, maybe?
Chicory plays, right?
Is that
Chicory.
the proper spelling?
I think no, it's not. Okay, never
No.
mind.
Okay. I
What am
was
I
looking at
thinking of?
that. I didn't quite like it, but
What
you
am I
said it so
thinking of?
confidently, you were making me
Chick,
wonder.
chick. Isn't there something that's like ends in ee?
I think without the H, Cicoree or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes.
He's not going to play that. What is he going to play? He finally has a nicely balanced rack. This is the sort of opportunity he's been waiting for. He could hook voice to voice, sir, and
Yeah.
definitely go down that way.
Yeah, like heroic looks pretty good.
Oh
Gets
yeah,
double
I like the
double.
idea of heroic. Double that C, double the whole word, get all the points from voicer. We'll see if he comes up with that. If
Yeah.
not, he might look to fish, playing off HO or OH somewhere, as Josh Greenway throws out the Cheerio word that I had suggested. I'm a big fan of Cheerios. I tend to eat them every day for breakfast, so
Really?
glad
Every
to see
day.
them show up on the stream.
Do you have plain Cheerios, honey nut Cheerios? What else is there? There's like the whole
There's the
grain,
Team Cheerios, the multigrain ones. Those are very good.
multi-grain. Those are good.
And some of the new fancy ones are very good, but they're super high in sugar. So I do try and stick with the plain ones, but you know, every once in a while I have a bit of fun. Um, but he's now at 5 minutes. He's used half his time. We still have over half the tiles in the bag, and
Yeah.
you really want to leave time for those key end game positions. As the game gets later and there's fewer tiles, you have much more information to make your decision, and you really need more time for those turns. So we'll see if this clock management might come back to bite him a bit as this game continues.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I guess if you don't say see heroic, there's just a bunch of options. Like you play choice or choriac
Is
works.
that a word?
Choicer, can't remember. Um,
Coriac. This one it doesn't look familiar. It could be
oh,
a word.
it is
I
a word.
just
It is a word. It is a
it is
word.
a
Good.
word. Okay. I'm learning along with other people who don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know many words. Um, yeah, and Josh also still does not have a bingo.
No,
So,
and he has a problem of too many E's, like one of the
yeah.
best tiles in the game, but not when you necessarily have three of them.
Yeah, and we
Um,
did not want to see an E go in that like triple spot that Koryak opened up. Just even less flexibility with that. Um, so I guess you can just play like something with voiced maybe. I don't know
yeah,
what.
like he could also
Um,
just throw down two E's somewhere, like forming C or re ear. But
yeah, probably just
I
DEE
I don't
and
know.
voiced maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
that's looking pretty good. I think that's better than anything else, at least we've seen. Maybe in the chat, if you've seen a better idea, toss it
okay,
out
so
for
here's
us.
D. Yeah. Oh, and we'll get a bingo now.
If you can't comment in the
Hopefully.
chat, that means that you haven't yet subscribed to the Let's Play Scrabble channel. So why not do that now?
Yeah,
As he does play
sorry.
D, but that gives a very nice spot for Dartles, and Eric will waste no time taking the lead here.
Yeah, he would have had bingos elsewhere. He had like Rassold and Warsold.
Or
Um,
Dartles and Vaults. There was that
oh
S out
yeah,
as well.
Turtles. Yeah, the vaults,
I'm
right.
going to assume the word I haven't heard of doesn't take an S, but
Koryak, yeah, it does not.
okay. The definitions come up on the screen, so it's about jerky movements. I didn't know that one,
Yeah, that would
and
not
I'm
have been
sure
my
I'll forget by tomorrow.
guess.
So
And
here we're looking again
that
at the
one.
vowels. If you can get down to a leave like SINE or noise, you might be looking pretty good. But he's also down a good bingo here, a good 70 points. So can he just play Aura and hope to get in the game that way?
Oka,
He's going to
yeah,
play
Oka
Oga.
seems maybe a bit better. Okay, so
Yeah,
he'll
because it
bingo
opens
now.
another lane, which is nice. It scores a few less, but that's okay here.
Yeah,
Now we'll have bingos. If you see any bingos in the chat, why don't you throw them out? I'm seeing Asinos at the top right, which would form EDS and AE, but maybe we can do
yeah,
one that also gets down to the R of the triple lane.
yeah. Seems tough. Jay also scored a ton, so even after this bingo, Josh is still going to be down quite a bit.
Right.
At
He's
least
now
like
down two bingos, but he
yeah,
will bingo this turn. So he'll be down about one bingo. And when we talk about deficits in Scrabble, we often think about them uh, about bingos. So we'll say he's down one bingo because he's down about 50, but then Eric's going to score something here. And if he finds shambles,
oh,
it's going to
he's
be back to a two
definitely trying
bingo.
to. And Josh's winning chances are in shambles.
Yes,
Um,
they are. Very fitting. I wish we could see that resting Josh face right now because
yeah.
I'm sure it would be quite emotive.
So is he 0-3 now? Is that what's happening?
Did Josh, he didn't beat me. Did he beat you?
Yeah,
No.
no, he did not.
Uh-oh. You know, in Josh's defense, he did just stream for 2 hours, so he could be a bit
Uh,
tired there. I did work all day,
not an
but we'll ignore
excuse.
that.
Yeah, no excuses.
No excuses from the preeminent Scrabble streamer, Axer Typo, as he uses that Y hook we mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, Baltic.
So Eric could play Hulk
Yeah, I like
at the
Hulk.
bottom here.
Um,
Yeah,
keeps
comes quickly.
Wiz as well.
Yeah,
Um,
Wiz would have been nice too. So Josh now is very close to a bingo, but
yeah, I
that
don't.
A might not. What about the I?
It doesn't work. I
Had
mean, he has
doesn't
Dirament,
fit.
but it doesn't
Tyrant.
fit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dearman. Um, so he's not going to want to fish, but I think he's going to have to. He could drop the M for Deem and May, or he
Oh yeah,
could
that's
drop
not bad.
more than one tile if he wanted elsewhere, like maybe Dam from the A in Shambles. Leaving
Um,
IN because there's that G of Agonize might come into play. I also just noticed Agonize was played, which gives hooks, obviously, so that spot isn't necessarily dead.
right.
That would be a nice spot if you could just drop the D, but it won't work.
Yeah, I guess you could go for like Earth or something there at some point, but
Yeah,
even that.
like late in the game when you need 30 points, that's nothing to
Yeah,
sneeze at, right?
no, no, not at all. Um, but yeah, I guess
Josh is looking for a lot more than 30 here, and he's just not
yeah.
going to find it.
I'm sure he's like going through and seeing how many tiles he hits by fishing the M. I don't really feel like doing that, but I guess it was
So
worth
he'll fish
it.
the M, yeah.
Okay, and
I
then
bet he did more of a calculation than we did, and
yeah, I
that's
don't blame
good.
him.
Wiz, like you mentioned earlier, is still there.
Yeah, I
It
think
also
that's
takes out
right.
lanes of Tivy, and there's all those T's out. So yeah,
Right. And he got
that looks
trending,
nice.
so yeah. Oh, but Eric can go right back with I don't know. He
Yeah,
has a bunch of things plotting or something for
plotting
the
would be totally fine here. We'll see what he finds. Is there a king word maybe to the right? That would be
king
fun.
post. King post is that a
King
word?
post, king spot. I'm not seeing it, so
King
probably
post is
not.
a word. Yeah, king post is a word.
Oh,
So
it is. Okay, I thought I was making
yeah.
it up.
No,
So
no, no.
king post will double the P. If he can find that, that's big points.
But I would not be sure of king post. I would play plotting.
No, I thought I was totally making up, even though in my head it made sense. But
Yeah, like it
I
jumped
was
out.
thinking, is it post king? Like after the king dies, you got the post king.
Could be.
period. But it doesn't really matter. When you're ahead by this score, if you're not sure of the word, you should just play plotting because
Yeah.
there's just not enough tiles left in the game to lose.
Oh wow, so that's nothing to do with a king. It is just a post in a roof truss.
I
Whatever
like
that
it when the definition makes me even more confused because then I have to start remembering what a truss is and all the rest.
is. Yeah.
So Eric just doesn't have to go over time and he should be winning this. I like though that he's not just playing plotting. He's got 2.5 minutes. He should plot for a better play.
Yeah.
He knows he needs to get a big spread probably to go in the first place game against. I'm guessing you have the top spread right now, would be my guess.
I guess I made up some against you. Or sorry, I lost. Yeah, it would have been down, but I came back enough. So yeah, plotting makes total sense. I wouldn't risk it. And game over. Good game.
Game over indeed.
Josh is just
Not
getting
even a nice rack to end on.
Yeah.
So he didn't find king post, but he did find that Koraic word.
Yeah, that was nice. Though heroic was probably a better play.
It was a better play, but sometimes it's just nice to see words like that come down, especially here where it doesn't really matter. We're just playing for fun. It's nice to learn and have some content.
Yeah, totally. Also, like, maybe if he knew that it didn't take an S, then Josh might have been forced to try it at some point. Could have been
Right.
interesting.
That would be very impressive if he knew for sure it didn't take an S, because it definitely with the IC ending looks like an adjective that wouldn't take an
Yeah.
S, but we
You
know
never
there's no
know.
guarantees. There's a lot of words that look like that the S comes down and it ends up being good. So
Yeah.
Josh is going to take his time here because that's what Josh does. And
And
when you're sitting at 0-3, like we're going to announce early here, you know, you got to save some face, I guess I would say.
yeah, whatever you can do.
Erickson wants putts to come down. I don't know, maybe he's just describing Josh as a putts, but
Some combination
maybe
of
he thinks it's a good play. Or a combination of both. Just like Erickson's name is a combination of Eric and Jackson.
Okay, so he kept putts, actually.
There you go. It's a nice out. And playing Geen first is smart because otherwise Eric would have played up there with Reef, for example.
Yep. Yeah. So at least he has the endgame credibility, at least as far as we know. There could have been a better one.
Well, we know that Josh is the best endgame player in this tournament.
Yeah, that's gotta be true.
And I wouldn't even say it's close. I'd say if all three of us were going against Josh in the endgame, I would still put my money on Josh.
Yeah. Endgames are just, I don't know, there's other places to put your time and energy into improving.
Right.
It's not a priority of mine.
It should be a priority of mine, but I say that all the time, and yet I don't necessarily spend the time I need to. We're going to see putts come down, and a big win from Eric. So
Yeah.
we're going to need our producer to find out who is the lowest spread of the 2-1 players to find out who will be playing Josh in the third place matchup.
We have two Joshes on screen now.
Uh-oh, that is confusing. Well, one of them has a resting Josh face. We know which Josh that is.
I hereby announce my retirement from Scrabble scene. I am washed up. I will now only play blindfolded games.
I hated my first play. What should I have done?
What was
Fix
it.
your first play? Ixia?
I played-
Chloe
Fix
saw
it.
Fix It.
maybe.
Oh, fix it. Yep. I
So
didn't
that looked
see
a
it.
bit better, but we were debating. They both had their merit. Ixia just gave a lot back, and it still didn't leave so nicely. So Fix It was probably a touch better.
I thought about exchanging, but that can't be right.
No, not worth exchanging. Definitely
No, too
not.
many points to be had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not see fix it, but I almost never see fix it. So that's,
Nobody sees Fix
Yeah.
It.
yeah.
Some of us.
And
Some of us.
it would have set up a Y hook, but Vault also set up a Y hook. So
Drongo was
Lots
nice.
of
Was Waif
Y hooks
right?
to be had.
You
You
could have
taught
done
me a word, Eric. I did not know that Koraic word.
Yeah, so that's a recent addition. Choicer and Koraic is a recent addition to my my card box, and I've missed it many times. I've missed I'm missing it again now. Koreak. I miss it a lot, but I literally just saw it. I was wondering if I had an 8 with the 2 C's, but I
We
don't know.
didn't see an 8.
We were thinking
There
maybe
was a better
heroic.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heroic making voicer would have been nice.
I saw, well, considered Shore, but that didn't seem like a good play.
No, yeah, I
I
think
liked, I
heroic
liked,
double C.
what do people think about Sook?
We were
Suk,
debating
on
that
that,
and Voight.
yeah,
Uh,
QUOIT I thought was a better idea. Just saving that
oh,
S.
yeah,
Leave
yeah,
SHE, which would be pretty strong.
yeah, yeah, I mean, yep,
And on the plotting turn, you had a really fun bingo of King Post, which I saw, but also thought I was making up.
did not
Um,
see
What
it.
are these
Hero,
words? I don't
I
know
know,
any of
heroic,
like
these words.
Yeah, King Post.
crazy.
I
But you
like
got that big
heroic.
play of Shambles Down, a few other baby bingos, as we'll call them, and cruise to a big victory. And our producer Josh has the standings here. So it looks like Chloe 2-1 plus 172. She'll be in the first place game. No surprise there. Josh unfortunately didn't have the day he wanted at 0-3.
You can be
Eric,
in the
I
third
edged you out on
place
spread, so you are going to be playing the third place matchup against Josh
So
for what we'll call the bronze medal
yeah,
of
so
Scrabble Day.
let's do the I mean there's no third place, but like let's do the losers bracket first.
game. Yeah,
So I'm playing Eric again. Oh man, and then we'll do Clover's Jared for the finale.
sounds good.
Does that
Josh, you
work for
might
you
have
guys?
to play blindfolded in this one.
I
I'm
think I
just kidding.
should put on the blindfold. Honestly, I play better, probably. Like I don't know if you guys have anything to say to me, like what I
I
should have
think you've
done
been
instead of
drawing pretty
D.
poorly. I've been enjoying
Yeah.
picking at your plays, but I think you've had the poorest tiles without a
No,
doubt
yeah.
tonight.
I
So
liked Oba. We liked what else? Drongo. I didn't
yeah,
really think much
Drongo,
about
great.
voice, but it seemed
Oba
fine.
was the one play I like. My gut was telling me to play vocab, so maybe I should have.
Oh, I didn't see vocab, but
I didn't see that either.
I don't know. I like Oba.
You
Keeps
know,
well.
CANE was such a
Not really
strong
bad.
lead. It set up the C to start words there. It
Yeah.
felt, if
Yeah,
it was a mistake, it wasn't a huge mistake. I would say that.
yeah.
Anyways, no need
Anyway,
to
Okay, so
relive
time
this
for a
trauma.
rematch.
I get an instant rematch against Eric. I'm very excited. Okay, Eric.
All right,
Good
let's
luck again.
Good
go.
luck
good luck.
again.
Okay, so we have to do a whole other one of these.
Right. We have to, I think we might have to cheer for Josh after not cheering for Josh all day.
I know.
Nobody wants to see
It's
anyone
gonna be
go
hard.
0-4, you know? You're at a tournament, someone's struggling, you just want them to get that one win. And then you can cheer
Yeah,
for them to lose the
yeah.
rest
It's,
of the day.
it's the pity support.
But at the same
Okay,
time, this is for
they
third
have
place, and
started.
Josh, if he were to win this, could squeak into third place. He's going to get an opening bingo.
Oh yeah. So Tangled will come right down, I'm sure.
And it's taken him 20 seconds. We have to give you the link. I think there it is. It's
Josh
up.
sent it already. Yeah, Josh
Yeah.
sent it.
So it's taken him a surprising amount of time. I guess he's debating where to play it, would be my guess.
Yeah, I think.
Because if you put the D on
Yeah,
the multiplier, then you're putting the A there. So he might be debating
yeah. It's not
playing in a
easy.
slightly different spot. I
Yeah, I
would
think.
just put the D on the multiplier and give up that A. What about you?
I would have to think it through a bit more. I'm trying to think of what letters each placement puts in the double double lane, but maybe.
I think the only way to avoid putting a vowel beside it is if you don't hit either
Yeah, I
double,
was
right?
thinking that way makes sense.
Oh, I didn't see this one. Actually, I like this one.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Yeah,
But he'll
this
play
one,
herbiest, isn't that the word? Yeah,
yeah, for sure, definitely.
yeah,
So I think he's gonna see that one. That seems like a common letter pattern ending in
yeah. And there
IEST.
he
There it
goes.
is. And I see another one through the G. So we could see what we call bingo, bango, bongo here.
Yes,
Um,
ideology.
yeah, another common word, which is really fun, especially if we have some newer chatters in the watching the stream. It's nice to see words that we all know. Maybe you wouldn't think of something like herbiest as being a word, but you at least recognize it.
Oh God, that
Okay,
is
he
not.
misses.
Oh, and
And oh,
Eric, you're
I know both blanks. We could have seen the bingo, bango, bongo, bungo, I believe is next.
yeah.
So
Wow, surprising miss. Um,
that is a surprising miss. He just probably wasn't thinking bingo. Sometimes you're not thinking bingos because
yeah,
you know you have five vowels if you count the Y as a vowel. But you know, if he had just looked through the G, he would have found it.
yeah, totally.
Um,
Let's see. Do we have any
so
double
towpath
doubles?
maybe,
Oh,
whatnots. Oh,
oh,
whatnots,
wow.
beautiful.
Nice find. I would not have found that.
I was thinking that I didn't see the spot for it, and then of course there's a spot where
Oh,
it's
and
oh, and another bingo. Look at this
okay,
game.
so it's all working out.
Um, wow. It's just so sad that he missed that one bingo because it's marring otherwise like the sort of game that really promotes Scrabble so well.
Yeah.
And we're seeing more subscribers every second. Love to see you guys subscribing. I hope to see people coming up in the upcoming tournaments like Montreal and the World Cup. After that, we're going back to Lake George in October. There's always the Albany again, but over New Year's. So check out letsplayscrabble.com on either YouTube or the website itself for lots of fun information.
Yeah, I would highly recommend going to any Let's Play Scrabble tournament that you see on the calendar if you can. It's always a good time.
And if
And
you can't
Josh,
make a full tournament, maybe see if there's a club in your area. You could just Google Scrabble clubs, the name of your city, it'll pop up. And or come on to woogles.io. That's the site we're on right now. Great place to play against top players. And you can also play against different computer programs from a very low computer program that will only play common words like the words on the screen now, maybe not whatnots, to the very top HastyBot program that we love to play against. And our top player in North America, Mac Miller's been playing a set best of 100 against HastyBot. So check out his YouTube channel as well if you get a chance.
yeah, we love to play HastyBot and lose to HastyBot. um, most people, most people can't do it like Mac.
Yeah,
Um,
he has been killing it. I'm a bit behind on the set, so no spoilers, please. But please check it out. He's better than that program, and I hope to see him take the best of 100 victory.
oh,
As I look over to our chat, they're not liking one of those words on the screen.
yeah,
What hoodily,
totally. Yeah, I guess those ILY words are confusing
right?
because
I almost didn't play baggily. You almost let it stand.
well,
Uh,
I should
you challenged. Eric
calm
didn't challenge here. I
down.
wouldn't have challenged. It looked like a word to me, hoodily. I bought that fully.
Yeah, because I guess hoodie with a Y is already weird enough. So
Right.
you don't really, once you know that that's good, I guess I sort of just didn't question.
But when you think about
I,
it, like hoodily, like
yeah, I
there
mean, what
should,
would that mean?
yeah, what would it mean? Baggily, like obviously baggy already means baggily, but oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't look right.
Yeah.
No. No,
Okay.
no, no. Uh, invert the ER and it's a word,
Yeah.
Yager, but you can't spell it that way. And that one didn't last very long.
No, it did not. So,
The resting
love some
Josh
good.
face is probably looking a touch happier at the moment, although he could be thinking, I'm 0-3, I don't even deserve to win. Why would he play that? That's a more likely Josh reaction for those of us who know
Yes,
Mr. Axiotypo.
loves to
So
find meaning or
I wonder what
question.
he's going to play here. Maybe he wants to set up his S somehow.
Um, I mean, he has souvenirs. It's not the best spot. But
Right.
do you just mean like a high scoring, like,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I'm
know.
just sort of talking out loud. I should be surveying the board before
Oh
speaking,
yeah,
perhaps.
nothing's popping out to me. I'm sure there's some good plays. These are good tiles.
I
For
guess to set up the
scoring.
S, it would be something like back, BACK, and then like next to
Right.
souvenir. So it
Yeah.
scores a lot, set up the S. I, do you think after Jagger, the misspelling, do you think that gives him any information about having the
Hmm.
S? Like he's just bingoed, so his
Oh,
chances of having it are pretty low,
yeah,
right? Because
he
there's
did
only two
better.
in the bag, and he
Yeah,
just
I
played
don't
seven.
yeah, first of all, yeah, I don't think the Jaeger Jagger whatever's play
Whatever.
signifies an S or any.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. I think it means he's less likely. Sorry, I don't think there's an obvious play he would have made if he had an S. So
Right.
I think you can
But it
read.
just means we saw four of his tiles, so there's only three unseen. There's only two unseen S's in the bag. It just felt unlikely he had it. That's why I guess I was sort of thinking an aggressive S setup, maybe.
Yeah, I mean he did
But
set up his S
regardless,
with D. No L. No.
yeah, Beak sets up the S for ski, but he now has what feels like a pretty good rack, and yet
Yeah.
I'm not again seeing necessarily
Yeah.
such a good option.
He needs L for sulfonic. Um, I don't see anything else that works.
Uh,
Um,
I'm looking at overlaps now above Beak, like if he could get to Cab or Fab, but it doesn't look like he's uh, quite going to be able to do it. Um, no, I don't
yeah,
think so.
I don't see anything either.
Yeah, this is probably an important turn, even though it feels sort of
Oh,
basic. So he's going to play
untangled.
Untangled. That's clever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Scores
And
33, so I think you got to take the points there.
yeah, it also keeps the possibility of some high scoring overlaps on top of Beak, keeping the O,
Yeah,
keeping the F for FER and Fab.
right.
Um,
The tiles that worked well. And Eric has Varix here to
oh
the
yeah,
triple. So
totally.
that's what I'm thinking at first. Leaving both M's, they go together fairly nicely. The G
Yeah, not
you'd
the worst
rather
one.
get rid of.
He also could play like Maxim, but that
Maxim,
takes
yeah,
back.
that's very good.
So I don't know. It has a bunch. It has some hooks, so maybe not the best.
That's true. That A hook is definitely one that could get by people.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of it. He's behind. Opening up that hook's maybe not the worst thing for him. Uh, Varix does come down and fiascos. I was looking at that rack and I was like, there's a bingo there. But before I could find it, Josh
Nice.
found it, and that's going to be a fiasco for Eric's chances here.
Yeah, this is looking good for Eric, for Josh. I mean, at least he'll get the, moral,
Yeah.
not moral, the emotional victory of not going 0-4, but he'll still finish last regardless.
Well,
Um,
maybe it'll stop him from quitting Scrabble.
you would hope.
I know some people like to threaten their quitting anytime they have a bad result. So
Do you think he
QI's
will?
got to be the play here. The question is, do you play the I or do you just drop the Q somewhere holding ing, which might be a bit better?
Yeah, what can you even hit? Like
It
nomming?
depends how well we know our words, I guess. Like some of those
Oh,
OMMING words, what could go in front of that?
I actually don't see any that work.
I'm
Um,
not seeing, but there could be one I'm just
oh,
not
there's
sure of
nothing.
as a
Yeah,
verb. No,
there's
okay.
So, what? How bad of a result would it take for you to quit Scrabble or threaten to quit Scrabble?
Um, that is a good question. I've been pretty lucky not to have too many bad results. I've been telling people I'm just due to have a terrible result one of these days. Just like I've had enough good luck, it's probably time for bad. And I haven't been playing as much as I used to, so I don't think anything's gonna get me to quit. I have too many friends. I enjoy just seeing everyone too much. I've never been as active as a tournament player as some. I don't necessarily enjoy the stress of tournaments. I prefer doing this, the commentary.
Hmm.
So even if you manage to knock me out of tournament play, I think you'll be stuck with me in this online setting. And what am I playing this summer, Josh? I'm playing three tournaments. Your very own Montreal tournament in early May, and then I'll be playing Sue and Jason's tournament in Niagara Falls in later May, and then my first nationals appearance in Las Vegas in July. So after not playing since October, I have three on the books, and I have to get prepared because I'm feeling a touch rusty.
Okay, so he drops the Q, going for I don't know what.
It could be
Um,
a two-turn sort of fish here, what he's going for,
it
right?
could
Like even if
be.
he doesn't see something that first turn. So he
Um,
plays Vig. He
okay, I didn't get a
can
good look
jump
at the
pretty
chart. There it
quick.
is. Maybe. Yeah, I guess just defense. Um, So there's only one S left. So
Yeah, it's not necessarily defense because it sets up an S hook. You're not really going to be able to address so easily. Maybe Vigs to the S in Fiasco. It also sort of takes away the strength of the R and the I,
right. Yeah, that could have made
um,
some more sense. Um,
and avoid some sort of really like big play down the N column, hitting that triple letter score and down through the S of Fiascos.
right. Yeah. Um, I don't mind Josh's play of Vig, but yeah, it just does make that the case S super powerful.
But as
Um,
Eric reminded us, even when you feel like you have this big lead, you can't necessarily sit too much on it. So let's see if Eric can claw his way back. The big thing will be his 2 minutes, and there's 28 tiles in the back, so he's going to have to make about 6 turns here in 2 minutes.
Yikes. Yeah, Josh. Okay, he played
Oh, he's going to try
ramen.
roaming. That's not
Not.
going to be good.
I
But that's what I
wonder.
was saying with the OMMING. I didn't like any of them, ramming, doming, tomming, but like one of them could have just snuck in there as a word. Josh hasn't challenged yet.
This is definitely one to think through a little more if you're not. Okay, well, he does challenge. But yeah, I mean, if it was a word, it put him
Right.
down, what, like 30, making the game a lot closer, 30 or 40. So,
Yeah, like it was tough because if you have that lead, he could feel like, well, I'm up 30, I can score 25 here, I'm up 55, I'm feeling comfortable. But if you don't like it, if you don't think it's a word, it's important to challenge it off.
mhm.
And after that challenge, now he's sitting very pretty because he knows what Eric has. There's no bingo that we can see,
No bingo, no real
and
threat.
very little time. I think we might see our first flag of the night.
Yeah, Eric's gonna have to speed up if he wants to avoid that. Um, yeah, I guess you could just play.
If there was a G, maybe gromming,
Yeah,
or
is
is
that
it
the word?
glomming? One of those I like. I think it's
Like glomming.
glomming,
Like
yeah.
is that a word? Grom, gorm. Yeah, just
Gorm,
gorm.
okay, yeah. See, I hope this gives people some confidence that you can get near the top and yet still not necessarily have to know everything perfectly. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
it still is a game. We have other interests.
Exactly. Um, yeah,
Eric
God,
has
Eric's
now
taking a lot.
44 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a future where this game finishes.
Yeah. I think
Eric.
Eric's best chance at this point is for Josh to have computer connection problems.
Yeah, he did leave the
Okay,
thing.
ma'am, that looks like a good play.
Yeah, he probably hits a bingo a
A
reasonable amount of
lot.
time. It's just
Yeah.
he's gonna need more than a bingo. I might have even done something bold. Um,
But Josh
but
can
Josh
just
is just gonna
react
block
to it.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
So, Apodic, great play.
yeah.
I
Makes
like
it
that
even
one.
harder to block the S hook now, the ifs hook. Um,
Yeah. Well, you can block it also by playing through it, like Lifer, something
yeah,
like that, right?
that's true. Okay. What?
Juan comes down. Here's a bingo,
Yes.
but it will set up a
Oh,
triple triple. But he has a big enough lead that he can play it, I
yeah,
think.
you can
Unless,
definitely.
like, unless it was to be a response with the Z on the double letter score and then triple triple. Um,
Yeah,
Hangrier, that would be fun in a
that would be
different
fun.
board.
Could
8 seconds, Eric. Come on.
play
Nah,
something.
NAH. I don't think it's happening. Oh,
Okay. 1.7 seconds on the clock.
so Josh is going to get his first game of the win of the night and the highest score of the night. So
Yes.
we all get to leave here with something to be proud of, I would say.
Yeah, sure.
So Josh still taking his time.
When no
He could have
matter what
just
you
passed
say.
back and the game would have ended, right? Because Eric wouldn't have realized he had passed, and
Um,
that would have been one of those dirty flags we had referenced earlier.
yeah, every point counts. This is important stuff. Um,
Yeah, so if you're going to make the best play here, you could play, I don't know, P at the bottom left, forming op, ale, and hay, maybe.
yeah, or
Uh,
just like
Definitely could be something better.
het. accomplishes the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say? Like the game's
I
over.
would say game over and put down whatever, but I'm not Josh, so
Yeah,
this was quite the game with all those early bingos, and yet there still ended up being some nice balanced tiles later. Because sometimes all those early bingos come down and all the good tiles are gone. And yet in this one, look at that tile pool. It's still some pretty nice bingo tiles. So
yeah,
we
it's
could have
true.
really seen a ton of bingos in this one.
Yeah, it's too bad the sort of like the Jaeger phony
Yeah.
was kind of a tipping point. I mean, Josh was already up, I think, but that definitely swung things a lot. Oh
See,
God. Classic taking
well,
like 3 minutes to play a stupid phony.
yeah, like
But
it's not even funny, but I like it. Uh, That's what you get for going so low on time, Eric. Some dirty flag play there from Josh with the high score of the night, Josh.
What
Congratulations.
is it?
I mean, who scored higher?
I don't know.
The
Everyone who
first
played more.
500 game of the night. So the big winner of the night is definitely Josh Sokol.
Wow, Hoodley's really not a word. That's really
It's
bad.
not a word, and you
Gosh.
had a bingo on that turn, Josh, so we
Yeah.
expected better.
Wait,
Um,
what?
your rack was Deilooy.
Yes, that
Enter
is
the
correct.
floaters through Tangled. Think about a floater in the middle of Tangled,
Oh
perhaps.
my god.
Did you
Oh,
even consider
did,
bingos in that rack, Josh? Because I
Of
said if
course
you had
not.
looked for it, you would have found it.
No.
That just took away any
But
satisfaction.
you guys know. You guys know. I can't see fingers with Y's in them.
We did know
Yeah.
that, but you got the phony buy,
which one?
and Chloe and I didn't even react to the Chloe. It took someone in the chat, I
To the
think it
Chloe.
was Matthew, to notice that. He's like, wait,
Oh,
why aren't we talking about
Hoodley.
this massive phony?
Yeah, Hoodley's no good.
Yeah,
So
I
I
thought
was just
I
talking
didn't
to
even hold him.
Matthew. I
Yeah,
I was
Chloe and
just
I
talking
wouldn't
to
have held
Ridiculous.
either. We
Matthew
both
about
were like,
this.
that's a word.
We were just
About
But the
what?
talking
big
about
turning point,
ILY words like
Uh,
2 hours ago. It's
yeah, because
okay.
crazy.
that would have been like 4 bingos to start. If that ideology play came down, it was just bingo, 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 bingo. It was a really exciting start, and then the Jagger phony really threw off the flow of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so excited. Whatnots. I also saw Nanowatt,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was
I got a little
beautiful.
sloppy.
2 blanks, seeing
Yeah,
it,
well,
scoring 78.
Whatnots was a great
so
find.
Jaeger, I've definitely lost my turn on that more than once,
Right.
and so it sticks. It's spelled just ER, obviously, right?
ER,
Yeah.
or you can also put another
Should be,
E, Jaegeger. Um,
yeah.
And then there's like Jagra, of course. So maybe
oh,
that's
yeah,
the
also there was an
Oh,
A, not an E at
that's
the
why
end.
he
Maybe
keep.
that's what you were
Yeah,
yeah,
thinking.
yeah,
yeah,
Um,
but you can't make mistakes on 5 words. Can't do it.
yeah.
Not if you
Rejig.
want to beat the great Axer typo.
No, no. Sorry, I let down some fans in the. Sorry.
Wait, apodic also no good. We didn't even talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
I said
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah,
So we did
I
talk about
believe.
it briefly.
Oh, we did. Okay. I just didn't realize
What?
that.
It looks like
It's
a
Apod.
word.
apodal is a word.
Yeah, apodal. I just realized
Yeah.
that.
I knew it
Um,
was
Hey,
phony.
Podic is hard. It's hard. It's hard to challenge. Did you almost accept Raming?
Uh, no, I just had to gather up the courage to challenge. Like there was I just like yeah, I just Nigel doesn't challenge things instantly. We saw earlier, if you guys tuned into the YouTube live stream of Nigel Richards games on the same channel, Let's Play Scrabble, we saw Nigel in action and he never instantly challenges words, and there's a really good reason for that.
Because he
And
has
so
plays
yeah, I
both
was just
dictionaries.
no, it's because you need to collect yourself before making any decision. Same thing with like plays that people would make instantly. He takes like 30 seconds to play, and it's because it's a very meditative thing for him, and he wants to make sure that he's controlling his like he doesn't want to be very excited. He doesn't want to what do you call it? Just like
Go on
do
tilt.
something out of no, it's like making plays out of like excitement, not excitement, but like
Yeah, like making
instinct,
rash decisions.
rash decisions. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it.
By the way,
But yeah,
was Hoodily a purposeful phony, or did you think it might be good?
I thought it was good, but I thought it could be not good, but I was pretty sure it was good. So
Uh,
that'll
well,
show me. But yeah, I was
I
just
did.
talking to Matthew Tunnicliffe about ILY words, but 6-letter
Yeah,
words.
I did not hold it. I in my head, although I didn't type it, I held apodic, but I don't think I would have challenged it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
but
mean, at that score
Hoodily
in the game, maybe if you're not sure, you should. But I mean, it was already unwinnable, I guess.
and
He could
Ramming,
have won. Like Oriola wasn't the best play. He could
No,
have
I
won
think
it,
you
if
were up enough there that even a triple triple
no
doesn't
a
matter.
Z.
A Z triple triple?
Yeah,
I was
Okay.
hoping when I played
Were there any in
QI,
the pool, Josh? We didn't necessarily see one right away.
probably. I don't
I don't
know.
know. Yeah, I mean,
But man, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that was I should have passed on my opening play. Like I had a feeling I was supposed to pass there, but I didn't.
instead of bingoing, that
no,
you're
Yeah.
joking.
I feel like there's a lot of plays where Tangled gets blocked. Like
Why would you
Sure,
pass?
Why
whatever.
would you
having a
pass?
valid.
Take the
Because I
guaranteed
just had
points.
a bad feeling that I was giving him a bingo.
No, you don't pass.
Okay, for those in the audience, that's crazy talk. So ignore. And yes, this is coming from
Also,
someone who played a phony J5, but you do not pass when you
everybody
have an opening bingo.
was suggesting ridiculous phonies I could have played instead of pen souvenirs, and I considered every single one of those phonies, but I decided to just play pen souvenirs
Well,
because they were cute.
had I had time, I do think I would have challenged Penn Souvenir, but
Oh, really?
I can't say for
Okay, good to
sure.
know for next
I'm
time.
not, but I'll be honest, I can't say
Okay,
for
well,
sure.
while you guys debate that, I'm going to match Chloe to get this final game
Yeah,
of the
let's
night
do
going.
it.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Good luck to you two. This is actual
you.
mattering game. Man, that's so bad. Ideology
Yeah, where was that? Where did ideology play?
through the G. Okay, where are they?
Let's see. Let's watch this game.
Here's the link.
Hmm.
All right, let's
That's it.
see. There we go. Okay.
What do you play
So-
here? Is there a 5-letter word that ends in Y or it begins in H?
Yeah, that's what you want to. I mean, you have my nah with an H keeping 2 I's, but that's probably the best play. But it's kind of sad. MYNAH.
Yep.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I was the one giving the links to our producers. So I was like semi-producing. Everyone kept forgetting to give the link to their game to Josh.
You see in the chat, my
Humbling?
punk son is
Look, son.
is razzing me.
There's nothing
That's-
humbling about 1-1 against me.
But again, it's fun to study the longer words, but you really got to get the 3s, 4, 5s down cold. It's hard because they're boring to study, but you got to do it. All right,
Yeah, it's true.
Liftgate with
So
a
yeah,
T.
it's too bad. Like there are a couple things he could have drawn. I think. Is it just Liftgate? I saw Liftgate too. Nice find. But I feel like there's other things he could have had too, depending on what Chloe played.
Him is a reasonable play, right? I think that's a
Yeah.
reasonable play.
Oh, just giftable. Okay, giftable and Liftgate.
Giftable. Yep.
So yeah, here I think you do something just like Fig, or yeah, GIF even better. Yeah, it's not only one more point, but it doesn't create an S hook you don't have, or 2 S hooks you don't have. If you had played Fig in the same spot, making MI, that creates the Figs hook and the Ifs hook, neither of which you have. So yeah, definitely only 1 point, but much better positionally as well. Yeah, him can't fault that play. It's probably not much worse than Mina. 34 keeping II values. Yeah. Yeah,
What
mine
do you
is
do
probably
here?
like 6 or 7 points better than him, maybe.
What do you
And
do? Like
here, this is a
gin?
awkward
Is
rack.
is gin crazy? Because
No,
GI and Hin just
but
gives
you
up so
always
many opportunities to come back.
always look for
J?
places to play Aji, but I think Jin
Yeah,
is slightly better anyway. And if he doesn't have an O, you should be okay here. Like, but if I was playing this game, my opponent would have an O.
yeah.
But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you're rooting for, um, Jared probably wants to play something like Gel here.
Gel. Yeah, but yeah, that seems like a fine play. It doesn't give back a huge opportunity to score.
But it's going to somewhat hamper the nice staircase that we were getting. But
Be
there's
cool if
still
she.
time for more staircase.
Yeah, right. Anything jelly
Yeah,
and
jelly and jello. So I think you just want to
IE.
play.
What about? I know IE is not right.
Maybe
Oh
you
no,
just want to play chow and jello. That's not even that defensive. Jello taking the S.
yeah, with
Maybe you
everything
leave
that's
it
still in the bag.
alone.
How about
Koi? Maybe just koi.
koi and jelly?
Everything sucks.
That's a tough leave.
Yeah, so maybe you
Is
do play IE here because it opens 2 spots. This is an ugly position, but Chow makes sense if opponent doesn't have an S, which Jared does not. So it's going to work out probably okay for Chloe. Um, and
oh,
Crag, okay, the staircase
that's a
is
nice play.
continuing, and look at this, 5 E's.
Yeah,
You're at 5 E's. That's a lot of E's.
I have
So
had
quickly
5 Bs
exchanged.
before. What do you do here?
Um,
Tiz? I don't like Zin. I don't love that either.
duplicate
Hmm.
T's probably better than duplicate N's usually.
Yep.
Uh, maybe something with Chino, like
Yep.
Tenon maybe would have been better at K4. Keep the Z for next turn. Get rid of the duplicates. Yeah, I think Tenon was
Blend.
better.
Do you like blend? What about exchanging on that rack?
Yeah, you could exchange again.
QBT? Just throw in QBT instead of
But
blend?
Chloe has a good chance to join Cheese and Crags. So I think this decision, although rash, as we were talking about rash decisions,
Right.
I think is fine. There are still 4 U's left. So her chances of drawing one aren't that bad as well.
This what is this with an E? No, not
Oh
Phoenix.
wow,
No, nothing.
Chintz was available from Chi on the Zin turn. That's actually good. That's a good play, good find by George in the chat. No telethon, no E for telethon here.
Telethon.
So
Yeah.
yeah, this Jello's hook is going to be really important. That's one of the reasons Blent might not be so good because sure you're planning to play Cheese and Crags, but then you don't have an S necessarily.
Do you play something from the T to close up Jellos? You know,
I might have
then
exchanged again.
no,
Sorry, here?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Teth
mean, yeah.
seems fine to play Teth.
You just
Doesn't
don't
seem
want to
like
keep
there's
that.
anything
You got to at this point assume your opponent has an S.
Yeah, and now that's dealt with. So, Blend, I don't know. I guess it's not that bad because, yeah, plays will happen from the T like that, and now she can play off her Q with cats and be okay, but she's still, like, in pretty bad shape. She could play.
Yeah.
She could keep the S again and play Moo underneath, and again just try to draw a better play.
Yeah,
And that's what
I
she
like
does.
that.
Wow, this is not going to work out for her though.
Yeah, we got
Uh,
Teflons, right?
yep,
Teflons plays. It's got to be something bad. A Fellstone? No, that's an 8.
Teflons looks like the play here.
Is that
I mean, there's
the
nowhere
only?
else to go.
Yep, it's got to be it.
But do you play it under Moo or under with Crags? Probably you play it under Moo. Oh, this
Oh,
is
absolutely.
interesting. Oh no, you can't
Well,
because
no, you
hose isn't a
can't.
word
Right,
anymore.
right.
Oops. Sorry. Don't cancel us.
I mean, that's a
Yes.
big difference because if hose was still good, that
So
just
much more defensive. Yeah.
so much more defensive, right? Yep, that's
But
anything. Oh, I got to play tenfold and gin. That's got to be the right play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, tenfold and gin.
yeah,
Wow. Is he gonna find that?
yeah. I play Whatnot, Tenfold, and Jaeger all in the same night. That's the story of my Scrabble life.
You didn't play tenfold. You saw it.
No, but I saw it. You know what I'm saying. It's a humbling game, as everyone knows. It's as I often say. It's and this is obvious. It's very simple to game, very simple to play, but exceedingly difficult to play well, consistently well.
Oh wow. Okay. As we see, the
Yeah.
misses against the misses. Oh,
Well,
that's a really bad pun.
Teflons and Tenfold, they're harder to see. They're compound words and difficult endings.
Hmm. Now he sees twanged though, and he's still in
Yeah.
really good shape. Larynx. That doesn't look
Is
very
there
good.
is
Maybe
there an
just
eight with
oxy.
is there an 8 with that rack?
With this rack, I don't see it.
No.
It's close to like anorexia and stuff.
Hmm.
Maybe.
So what'd you say? Axe? Oh, axe is interesting because you have the Y for oxy.
Oh yeah.
Is that something
No,
to
that's
think
not what
about?
I was saying. It's
Oh.
too likely opponent has an O. Once again, like so
Oh, yeah.
Oxy. The problem with Oxy is there's like nowhere to bingo here. But the problem with Waxy, that makes sense. The score is a bit more, but it also blocks your only bingo lanes. So Chloe's playing the long game, I guess, because like now look at the board. There's nowhere to bingo.
Yeah,
Absolutely nowhere to bingo.
this is a tough spot.
So,
And
but Chloe knows that eventually plays will happen on like underneath the cheese. Eventually plays will maybe happen to the G and twanged. But oh yeah, and just like that, she gets her lanes. Again, that's a weird practical decision by Jared. I would
so what
have
do you do
probably
here?
exchanged there.
Stander and keys? That can't be. There got to be something better.
I
No,
don't
maybe
think
not.
so.
Upsides.
Tranked
He's
tranked isn't a word.
Jared has
Oh, it
upsides.
is. Okay, so she had tranked and coy. It might have been. Why would that? Yeah, that might have been slightly better.
Tranked and wait, where?
With KOI, OI on the board. Yeah, practical decision. Like it might be the best play, but when you're playing a shorter game, you don't want to make plays that like create obvious openings for your opponent, obvious places to go or to want to go, giving them like direction. So I might have just left the board as is because it's just so closed and just asked Chloe, what are you going to do? You have to come up with a plan. Whereas after OI, as we saw, I mean, with many racks, it's bailing Chloe out of a tough decision. So that's what I
Yeah.
mean by practical decision.
Hmm.
Yeah, upsides was blocked by Stander.
There's nothing. There's no anagram to upsides now. Well, he saves a P for poi, so that's good. Do you try to get rid of one of the S's there?
I don't
What would you
know.
do
I
though?
mean, maybe Opus. Yeah, I don't know. Now the game is like a tie.
Yeah, maybe the S's are valuable because it's not really a
Oh, now
bingo
he
friendly
has
board.
3 of them. Wow.
So
So tie game.
his
Do you play AYS and just
A-
pray that Chloe doesn't have a huge underlap?
oh, that's
I
a
think you
tough.
do. You could play body in something.
That's a tough one.
Too bad
AYS
there's no O on the board, right?
for what?
ISO Stacy.
Oh,
Isostasy.
nice.
So he's retaining the third S. Wow, Jared is
Yeah,
just like brutal. He's just like, I have all the S's, and I'm going to play
yeah.
gins. I'm going to play flows. I'm just going to score with my S's. I don't know about that,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it's going to work out.
sisters. Yep.
So yeah, wow,
Resists and sisters, right?
yeah.
B E
That's
Y.
hilarious.
I'm embarrassed to ask this. BEY takes the
Yeah.
S. Yeah, of
Mhm.
course. So you play resist. It's sister.
Yeah,
Is there a
I
better
don't think there
play?
was any way to make BEYS there. But yeah,
No,
this
because
is pretty much over now. Chloe can
yeah,
maybe try something like V and ER and hope Jared has all consonants or something, or has all U's and consonants. But what do you even draw through a VEE with AEPO?
yeah,
Because yeah, she's down over 100. She kind of needs a triple triple, or maybe she doesn't. Maybe she just can score here and get a really big bingo. Like maybe she plays Eve and EX and AY, and then gets some crazy huge bingo. She has the P for poi, but P is really not likely to be at the end of words.
right. I like Eve. That scores a 8, 9, 10, 11. That scores a good amount. Yeah, that's probably the right play.
And this is for all the money, all the
Yeah,
glory, yeah. But yeah, it's looking like Jackson is not Jackson. Jared, too many J's, is going to take this one probably, even though the unseen letters are absolutely horrendous. Fish for
fish for
adoptive.
adoptive. That's interesting. Oh, that's
Where?
pronated.
Where do
There's
you
more with the
fish for
P.
adoptive?
Uh,
Yeah, this is isn't there an anagram of pronate?
yeah, there's got to be. I'm not looking it
It's
up on
just
this.
like another P
Pronate.
word though, right?
Tarpened? No.
No, that's it. Okay, it's just pronated.
And is there a 7 in that rack that I'm not seeing?
With this rack?
No. Donator. No,
No.
that's a famous phony. Donator
Yeah,
with an ER.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
So are we gonna
I,
see Jared fish here? Hey
yeah.
Jake. And he
Well,
fishes.
with that,
Because if he draws any of the U's, um I mean, unrated, but also unparted. It's like
right.
unparted.
And the pool is so bad. He's up by so much. It's
Yeah,
not
he's
a
just
terrible idea.
this is like a clinical I don't know. This is sort of like a dissection. This is Jared just like I don't know, he's putting on a show in this game, I find. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep all three S's. I'm gonna fish when I'm gonna win the game no matter what. Pretty crazy stuff. Um yeah, pretty dominant performance. It's basically giving Chloe false hope, or maybe actual hope. Because yeah, the
Hmm.
only way Jared could lose is if he just doesn't score for the rest of the game and Chloe bingos.
Yep. I mean, the bingo to the O and Ope is not going to really do much because
Right.
he's got good tiles to come back with. He'll score on the triple line. I don't see a way he loses, but
She has to assume he has the last E probably. Otherwise, like maybe going for overkeep is not a word. It's only good in Collins. It's something crazy like that to the P is what you want to try for here.
yeah, I mean, is it wiser just to be safe and no? I was gonna say, block that P in turn before, just play ON and PO, or is that just so
Sure,
defensive and it's unnecessary?
sure. No, it's wiser, but Jared doesn't want to just win. He wants to dominate. He has the
Okay,
champion.
well,
So I think
he's
she's
getting
going for what is she going for? Probably can't find anything.
well. Jared's gonna bingo again.
Okay. But varial is not going to fit. Oh, that's so
He,
unfortunate.
oh, wow! It's so close to fitting.
Hey, we got more
Wow.
subscribers. Wow. Yay. Yeah, that's too bad. But look at what Jared has. RUUUV. How many turns is it going to take him to go out with that? Can he even ever go out? Is there a V play on this board?
That's some rack.
Can he play his V off? She just blocked var and rev. Oh, he can play rev still.
Alvar.
Olvar, that's not a word. Please challenge. Come on. Come on. You gotta know your fives. Stop it. No. Chloe. Yes! Let's go. Moral victory. Just don't flag now. Just go out.
What do you think?
Relax.
Is
Go out with relax. Oh man. That was a weird game. Very weird game.
good challenge, Chloe. At the end, she on yet? No.
Oh, a V for adopt. Oh, earlier. Yeah, earlier playing V goes for adoptive. I get it. Yeah. That makes sense.
That
Yeah,
is,
maybe that's what you had to do.
Upsides with standard.
yeah, I don't know.
What? You guys
Go
like
ahead,
came in
Chloe.
and just started talking.
Yeah, I don't know. Every
Like, weird
turn I
conversation.
felt bad about. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, that was a good game to end things. Congrats, of course, are in order for
Yeah,
Jared.
Oh,
congratulations,
thank you.
Jared.
I missed tenfold and Teflon's pathetic.
On
What
flow.
did
Yeah,
you
I was
call
so
it?
sure there was no 7 with an S there.
Mm.
And
It
yet,
looks. I mean, it
was
starts
wrong.
with starting words with T's. You know, it's tough. You
I
guys
was
found
just
some
like,
good T words though. Teth, twanged. Yeah, I don't know how you guys found those.
I almost went the whole day without missing an easy bingo, but I had to save it for the end.
Do you think
Hmm.
instead of exchanging, playing KUE and Koi is better? When before resists came down after AY.
Oh,
I didn't even think about it till after. I didn't see it.
I don't know. Let me go back to the game.
I think you have to exchange there.
Yeah, I mean it's gross.
It's
But
terrible. I saw that the only tiles you could have that could hook DA were there was one D left and there was one other tile. So
Yeah,
it
you
scored a
definitely
lot. I
exchanged
had
there.
there was one S also out too before I drew it for resist. So I thought I'm setting up the S. I'm just gonna go for
Jared,
it.
what in the world are you doing? You just wanted to keep all those 3 S's at the same time. Why didn't you just add the S onto AY?
That would have been a much better decision.
I felt like you were
Claude,
just trying to like brutalize Chloe there. Just like play each S like one at a time. It's like,
I don't know.
sorry, you're not getting
Also,
them.
I have no real justification there, to be honest. I was
that's
Chloe,
weird. Huh?
what were you thinking on the opening play?
I just missed all my better plays. Actually, I saw Mina with an H, but I wasn't sure of it, obviously, and I missed Haya, which is
Yeah, Haya.
better.
It's a hard
Nah,
one
yeah,
for me.
it was
That's a hard
just
one to see.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Haya. That might be better than mine. Probably slightly worse.
Yeah.
it's close. I might even lean towards Haya. That I leaves pretty bad.
It's MIN though. If it was MAN, maybe. So the play of Blent. Tell us what you were thinking.
Oh.
You played that really quickly.
Yeah, I kind of decided if he blocked QI, I would just play Blent because there wasn't really much other options unless I missed something. Let's see. Yeah, I could exchange. Honestly, that's probably better. I didn't see
Yeah,
Stent.
BQT.
I didn't see Stent. That could be fine. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't exchange. I think if I thought it through a little more, I might. But it also felt nice to like stay a little more close, where I didn't like go full bingo down. I don't know. The queue sucks.
I was talking about OI, Jared, and how that might be the right play, like optimally speaking, but I felt like it was a bad decision, practically speaking.
Why is that? I liked it set up the S. The only front hook were 2 P's unseen. It didn't seem too dangerous.
Right. It's not too dangerous, but like some percent of the time you're just giving Chloe something she didn't have, and it makes her
But it
decisions a
was
lot
like
easier.
basically tied. I was ahead very slightly. What would be an alternative?
Weren't you
Sorry about
ahead
the
by-
dog. He's been quiet all stream.
You were ahead by 57.
Yeah, it was not a close. It was not.
Oh, I
tight.
didn't realize I was ahead by that much.
Oh, okay, okay.
I did at the time. I'm forgetting already.
Anyways, yeah, really cool game. what to say? Yeah, congrats to
Winner,
Jared.
winner, chicken dinner. I
Nice
drew
job.
definitely very well, and
You
I
get
appreciate that.
20 Let's Play
What a
Scrabble
Scrabble day,
credits.
folks.
Jared has a dog? Yeah, maybe.
I am dog sitting. It is not my own dog. I dog sit for a bunch of different people. This is Jax. He's a pug. He's hiding in the corner somewhere.
Oh,
Not my own dog. I have him until Saturday. It's been just over a week, so he was so quiet all stream. I was very impressed because Josh wanted us to have these headphones and I didn't do it, and he was so good. And then the guy across the hall decided to show up just as we're leaving, and that set off the dog.
Yeah.
But thanks to everyone for coming out, for watching us, for subscribing to Let's Play Scrabble, for enjoying this special holiday that we're all just learning about and looking forward to celebrating next year.
Yeah. Thanks so much, everyone.
yeah, if you guys enjoyed that, please subscribe to this damn channel. Like 217, ridiculous for this level of content. If you're still in chat and you haven't subscribed, I don't know why. But I assume you all have. And yeah, it's really cool that Josh is making content like this. I think it's a lot of fun, this sort of format. What do you guys think?
Yes, it's a blast.
Really nice to do
And I
something a
think
little more.
I learned a lot too. It's fun calling the games with other players and hearing what they would do in similar situations.
Yeah. It's nice to do something a little more casual without the pressure of it being a bigger event.
It's casual, but you still feel the pressure when you know you're being watched, when you know that all your mistakes are going to be pointed out by a certain Mr. Sokol and the audience.
I don't feel that way at all. I wonder why. I guess my mistakes aren't going to be pointed out by Mr. Sokol.
Well, I think Mr. Sokol might be the harshest critic of Mr. Sokol. But putting that aside, thank you to the other Josh, Mr. Greenway, and to my fellow commentators here tonight, Josh Sokol, Eric Goldstein, and Chloe Fatsis. I'm Jared Cappel, and we hope to see you next time here on letsplayscrabble.com.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.